Take your meds, Colin. Nah, bro.
Take the meds. I guess for a little catch up, I've been rewatching Deadpool 1 and 2 as of late, and I'm gonna get to Loki, of course, because people won't shut up about Loki, so I have to fact check these things. Rewatching Deadpool 1 and 2, I think 2 is actually my favorite on revisits from the trilogy.
Did you have a defense for the Colossus shit at the end?
Not really. All I really have is, I suppose he seemed hesitant to help at first, because Deadpool is in deep shit right now.
No, I'm talking about him leaving Juggernaut and the fact that the other X-Men take like forever to get there for some reason.
Well, that was my thing about them. Yeah, actually, yeah. I don't know.
Oh no, I think it's hard because I think Deadpool 2 has more problems, but
I like
it's so fucking good. It's like
Deadpool 2.
That's fair enough.
As far as Deadpool and Wolverine, because just as an update for people, I'm going through the EFAP stream on it. It's not great, but I'm going through it. So you should expect the video on that. Within,
You guys all need to watch that video because that is just any man that can condemn himself to 3 hours of EFAP.
Yeah, so
Deserves a gold fucking medal.
There were a few that I'm like, okay, I think that's fair. And I think probably the biggest agreement that I have is that in Deadpool and Wolverine, there's not really a follow-up on like Russell, Domino, and Cable. Like, there's no update on them at all.
You know what my thing was? I mean, I don't really care if they don't talk about them, to be honest. My thing that I wish they would have followed up on, or at least talked about a little bit, is what happened to the baby? Like, why didn't him and Vanessa have the baby after a while?
Oh, I presume because Wade was going through shit, it kind of distracted him from acting.
Well, yeah, no, I'm saying, but he started going through shit, like, way after, right?
No, it was during his time travel adventure. He was told by Happy, you know, I think you're aiming way too high, and then he was like, all right, fine, I'll aim for the middle, as he said. So at that point, he started to like, I guess take a knee, like she was saying. So by that point, I think it would have caused a rift.
Yeah, okay. I was just wondering why they didn't bring it up. Thoughts on WB selling their game division? W. Big fan of yours from Pakistan. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Can you be my Valentine? Goodbye. Channing said that he wants Kevin Feige to do his canceled Gambit movie.
Let's do it.
I love Cape Crusaders so much. How do you like it? I made a video on it. What's wrong with Deadpool 2? The final battle. It's got a couple problems. I do not watch anime. I've watched like 2 anime movies and like Pokemon. That's about it. Did you like the kid with the fire powers in Deadpool 2? Yeah, he's a good character.
Great character. Oh yeah, just as I just remember this as well. A line in Deadpool and Wolverine that I actually take issue with is that he verbatim says that, everyone in this room is every single person I love, and that's just like, okay, so what happened with Russell, Cable, and the rest of them? That's kind of a weird line if they're not there.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, if they gave us something, I would have been fine with it.
Do they have the rights to those people?
I mean, I presume. Well, they mentioned Cable, and they show
Oh,
up
yeah.
from Deadpool 2. I don't know why they wouldn't have rights.
Yeah, that's fair. Maybe they were there in spirit.
But yeah, as far as there was so much stuff they were saying about just these
Yeah, I kind of agree with what Kairito was saying about what you just said. I don't know if it's meant to be taken that literally,
I
but
don't know if it's meant to be taken.
it's kind of it is kind of still weird. It's kind of a weird
Yeah,
line.
it's still, and plus, like he says, you know, my world is in this picture, and like it doesn't. I don't think it has Domino and Russell or whatever.
I mean, yeah, I still feel like even that isn't like you shouldn't take it that literally, because like I feel like he gets the gist across. It's like if like what if Tony Stark, for example, was to be like, yeah, these are all the people I love and care about, and like a couple people were missing. It's like I feel like it's still just trying to get the gist across. Cause like, imagine if it was like 40 people in the Avengers and it was just like 6 Avengers. It's like, and he points to like a picture or something. He's like, "That's my family." It obviously doesn't have every Avenger, but like,
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Bandix here. What's up? What was I gonna fucking say? Yeah. So, yeah. As far as the EFAP response, I'm like 8 pages in, and then once they started talking about the TV, I'm like, all right, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I gotta rewatch Loki.
I haven't even started mine yet. I'll probably start it tomorrow.
Smoky boy. I could have swore I just saw Kairito in the weight room. Where'd he go?
I don't know.
Kairito, get back. We need another Shang-Chi moment.
Yo, I had a lot of people in my comments saying Batman Capes Crusader is woke and it's terrible and it's fucking bad. It's slapping the face to Batman fans. So like, where are those people at?
My volume's low? Huh. Okay, what about now? What about now? Alright, move to... Hey, Sneeko Kairito. What is your disagreement and tell us why?
Sneeko Kettner. Shit. I disagree with the fucking, well, I don't know if it's it's a disagreement because I don't know, like, because I was asking about Deadpool 2, like, right? Because you said that there's a problem with the final battle. Is it?
Yeah.
I think I didn't remember. Was it you or SK that said why does he leave what's
Yeah,
his fucking face?
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut, yeah. Why is that a problem?
What?
Yeah, why is that a problem?
Think about it for 1 second. Just 1 second.
I'm Charles. I think it's a problem, but that's not. I don't know. What do you think the movie is out of 10 still? Cause like I don't think that's gonna.
All right,
be a
if
problem.
Peter Parker just let the Rhino go.
I mean,
what you
I
think?
mean, what
He
is?
did that in No Way Home with Green
No, 'cause,
Goblin,
like-
so-
Wait, what?
He did that in No
I mean,
Way
okay,
Home
what-
with Green Goblin.
Wait, when?
On the bridge, Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he didn't do that though. He got taken by Doctor Strange, bro. What you
Well,
mean?
he didn't.
Yeah,
He
but
didn't
he
know
didn't
if Green
say-
Goblin was a bad guy, bro. He just thought he was a green elf. It's a 7 out of 10.
Honestly,
Not
I'm
bad.
giving you because like no.
Capes Crusader is not a 7, bro. It's an 8 minimal.
Yeah, I'd
What-
say
what-
he's
what-
an eight
what-
is fair.
Hey, can I ask you about that? What are the issues with Cape Crusader?
Did you watch my video?
Fuck, bro. I don't wanna watch your video, bro.
Alright, hold on.
Hey, speaking of
in
which,
the
Kairito, are you gonna address the
If someone actually does come
regarding,
here, I'm gonna leave, 'cause, like, I
Sunny
don't-
Park?
in
Sorry,
the first episode, Batman goes out on patrol after figuring out that Penguin has something in the yacht. I don't know why he wasn't already suited up and as Batman after he figured that out. He instead goes back to Gotham for whatever reason, when it's like shown consistently throughout the show that Alfred keeps his suit like in the car, so I don't know why it wouldn't be in like the boat that they took to get to the yacht. I think
that might just be like a one-time slip up. Is that possible?
Why would it be? I don't. He's going there for the sole purpose of investigating a yacht party with a bunch of criminals.
I know, but
on it. Why would he
saying,
not
like,
bring his suit?
I don't know why. I'm just like suggesting, like, could that not just be a literal just mistake, like human error? Just fucking.
I mean, the show doesn't think it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, someone is actually waiting, so I'll just leave because I'm just kind of trolling.
Alright, Batnick says he has a counter.
Okay.
So, either he'll type it or join, I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, Kairito's gone? Yes.
John 2008. What is your disagreement, and tell me why?
My disagreement is that SK, you're a fat McDonald's eating monkey that needs to go back to the zoo.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. That's
Damn.
crazy.
Damn.
How you feel about that? You just got violated, SK.
That's crazy. That's just wild. on live TV. On live TV.
Live TV.
That's crazy.
Batman's design is the best part of the show. Yeah, I really like Batman's suit. It's dope.
Absolutely.
And the art style. The art style is really good.
Does SK answer questions from chat here or is it later? Yeah, you can ask whatever.
Capes Crusader is visually sauceless. Wrong.
Yeah, that's just wrong. It's goodbye. Right there.
Not a lot of disagreements today.
I don't know. You said people were chatting shit in the comments.
Well, not the stream comments, my video comments, though.
Yeah. Who's feeling fresh and relaxed? We're all feeling fresh and relaxed. Hold on.
Personally, I wasn't really a fan of the voice actor for Batman. He sounded way too store again. What does that even mean?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. I think he was pretty good.
Puss in Boots, better animation than Spider-Verse.
Go Bond.
I will not even dignify that argument with a response. Nah, it's kind of close. Not across, maybe into. Because the cross is just like,
level.
like literally.
Literal innovation.
I'm wondering, what do you think of Batman Brave and the Bold? Because I thought it was really good. I've never watched it.
Oh, great.
Puss in Boots,
Kairito's better.
Last Wish is a 10 out of 10 movie. I haven't watched Dune 2. I haven't even rewatched Dune 1.
Alright, Kairito. What do you want?
Why does Peter bring Mayday to the Spider Society, bro? That's my disagreement.
You're banned.
Kairito,
No.
I think you should lose some weight. That's my opinion.
I just went to I go to the gym
No, you
5
don't. No, you
days a
don't.
week,
No, you
buddy.
don't. You're
How many times do you
tricking
go,
nobody.
buddy? Tell me that.
You're
tell me that
tricking
right now.
nobody, Sneeko Jr.
Sneeko Kenner.
You are
Literally,
Sneeko
you're
Jr.
literally
Basically.
you are literally a combination of the two worst people
You're
on
his
planet
little
Earth
brother.
that are
You're his
living.
little brother. You're his
You are
You-
you did it. You
Mutant Mayhem's
Sneeko-
animation is
Sneeko
better.
Kenner did a fusion dance,
Hold
and
on.
it turned to you, bro.
Mutant
what happened.
Mayhem's animation is better than Into the Spider-Verse. Yeah, I agree.
I will not. No.
Yeah.
Ew. What?
You
Why?
You are hyper today. You are hyper. You're out of control.
Oh. fuck up.
SK, I asked in Discord about the future of Marvel using multiverse, and you said as long as the movie answers it, it's fine. Can you elaborate on that? Well, I'm almost certain the context was that someone was saying there's gonna be questions that are gonna be raised, and I said, well, yeah, so they should have answers, of course. I think that was the context. The multiple rules
but
we
how do
play
you
and how
think,
they have no idea about the previous installments, it goes to show they don't rely on storytelling and rather previous movies' payoffs to one-liners. I mean, you should have consistent rules for sure, but like, I don't know. I don't think every single one of these multiverse movies are breaking rules or whatever people say. It's also weird when people try to ask like existentialist questions to try to criticize the multiverse rules. It's like, why does the universe work the way that it does? And I'm like, because that's the rule of the universe. Why does gravity exist? Why does
oxygen? Why do we breathe oxygen?
It was an Alzheimer. That's a good one.
I didn't like Harley's new design. It looked off. Okay.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my profile picture for a second. It's like, fuck is you talking about?
No updates on freshman year this year, correct? Man, fuck that show.
It was Spider-Man at 90, whatever the fuck it was, right?
97.
Yes.
I'm a fake fan. I don't know.
Yeah, you are a fake.
That's a good show, though.
We know you're a fake.
What do you guys think of the Joker tease at the end? I'm kind of tired of Joker. Okay. I think I'm wondering what they're gonna do with it. I don't like the voice that they chose for Joker, but I'm interested to see what they do.
Colin.
I'm gonna mute for a bit, because there's something I gotta deal with, but I'll just be in the background.
Yeah.
Colin, why do you think, did you say Mutant Mayhem is better animation?
Yeah, then Into the Spider-Verse, not Across.
I think the humans look really ugly,
That's the point.
and that's supposed to be the point.
Yeah.
Is it like from, okay, I guess like, if it's from their perspective, like the turtles' perspective, because it's like a whole like.
Well, it's like that, and
well,
it's like that, and like the it's kind of just touching on the fact that like the humans are also like ugly within themselves, like because they're so I guess bigoted would be the word against like humans.
Shouldn't April be more? Okay, she's a fucking mind. I don't want to say this. Like, that sounds so out of pocket, but like, you know what I mean, right? She still looks like the same art style. She's still put in the same art style, if that makes sense, or the same anime. You know what I mean?
I mean,
But,
I
like,
wouldn't exactly say.
Doesn't Leo think like, you know? I don't know. It's Leo that has a crush on her, right? In that movie.
Well, I think when you look at like the people that like help them or something, they look kind of different from others, but I think exactly what they said was like the behind the scenes was like, yeah, it was purposeful making the humans ugly. Like there's like an interview about it.
I just feel like shouldn't you not make?
But also,
like the same
well,
then?
it fits with the. I mean, what's so different about April?
Well, no, because she's generally more like friendly, especially to Leo, right? So like, if it's a perspective thing, then shouldn't she be like look noticeably different? Maybe I should rewatch it.
Yeah, I'm lost on what your question is. I mean, I would also say
because you said it was a perspective thing, right? Because they view the humans as like ugly on the inside.
No, I said it's something like that. I don't know exactly what the reason is. I forget what exactly they said the reason was, but it does fit with the art style because it looks like something like, you know how there's like a bunch of scribbles on the turtles and the environment. It's like supposed to look like a kid's drawing at points. I would have replaced Firefly with Polka Dot Man for that one episode. Why's that? Oh, Batnick's here. Alright, hold on.
I'm saying if they have that view of the turtle, of the human, if the turtles have that view, but like then it's not consistent with April then, because she still looks like the way she does, but she's not that person. She's not that type of person. So
What do you want her to look like? Like,
I don't know. I don't know specifically what I want. I'm just saying, like, more so like tweak the art style a bit to where she can look. This sounds so weird. I don't know. I don't want to sound like a weirdo, but like I hope I'm making sense. Like I'm not. I'm just saying it's not consistent with what you're saying about like the humans are meant to look ugly because of their bigotry. But if Gwen, fuck Gwen.
no, I said
April,
the humans are probably supposed to look ugly to like the turtles and stuff. Obviously, like April being the like they want to be a part of the human world, but they see a lot of them as like scary. But like it's still I don't think, like, even if Leo found April attractive or whatever, I don't think I don't think you have to take it literally. Like, they think literally every other human is bad because in the beginning of the movie, they want to be a part of the human world, but like they're just scared of them. But also,
and don't they in a way kind of, because like April is their first real encounter, so like I feel like it's explicit that she's the exception and not like the rule. So I feel like you should make that more noticeable. It's a minor flaw either way. I'm not really like, I like the movie. I was just questioning why you think. I guess into I can kind of see why someone would think it, but like I hope if it's a cross, then I don't know if there's a real debate. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know. But, all right, Batnick.
Yo.
You had a defense for episode 1.
Just that, and then maybe the one criticism you had for episode 2. I didn't get a chance to look back at the other
episode 2.
I didn't get a chance to look back at, I think, episode 9 or 10, or I think it was 10 that you had a criticism for.
Yeah.
So for 1, can you just like repeat it? I heard it this morning, but I just want to make sure I'm understanding it right.
So you know how Batman has, like, he consistently has his suit with him, like with Alfred and like the car and stuff. So he goes to Penguin's ship for the sole purpose, like a ship which he knows has a lot of criminals on it right now. He goes on that ship for the sole purpose of investigating something that he thinks is there, and then he finds that thing, and then for some reason he leaves the ship to go suit up or something, and he's like doing patrols with the Batmobile in Gotham. I don't know why he didn't just head back to Penguin ship immediately.
Well, as far as we know, like, so he goes into the boat and he knows that it's a front for, he says, guns, drugs, and then others, and then something else. He finds the drugs, and then he leaves because they're coming into the room, and then one of the kids gets killed or whatever. Or Penguin kills one of her kids. So, well, my thing is, I was under the assumption that, like, Batman left because he was going to go protect, either 1, gather more evidence, or 2, go protect Oswald's kid, because he doesn't know that there's a weapon on board yet. Like, he's the last one to learn that.
I don't know if there's ever a point where he knows that Oswald killed her son.
Well, I mean, I was just under the assumption that he's keeping tabs on the police station, which he does, like, throughout the series. We see him do it on, like, 4 separate occasions. So if he goes back, because all he has for evidence is the drugs, but he's on a boat full of cops, and there's no sort of, like, warrants or anything. So could we, like, not make the assumption that he's going out to get more evidence for whatever he needs? Because, again, he doesn't know about the missile launcher.
Well, he does know that she has some sort of missile launcher. He doesn't know that she has it on that ship specifically. But he does know she has it because, like, the beginning episode kind of the beginning of the first episode kind of establishes that. It
doesn't say anything about the missile launcher, because the idea is, like, she could have rigged the place to explode or done something along those lines, or use like a normal like RPG instead of like a
Yeah.
giant ass
Okay.
like
I mean, I
stationary
think I don't know if I see that because Batman heard the the whistle as it was coming in. Like how
Yeah, that's true, but it also could be. It doesn't have to be something that's on her ship as well, because as far as we know,
Well, no,
they
I'm
still
not saying
care.
that he knows it's on her ship. I agree he doesn't know it's on her ship. I'm just saying, I don't know why he doesn't go back. Like, even, it wouldn't even be about him knowing it's on her ship. I'm just asking, why would he not just go back, immediately and keep looking for stuff when he couldn't because he got interrupted? Because you said that he wants to keep the kid safe or whatever. What's his name?
I have no idea, but
I
it's for
forget.
the sake of him testifying.
For the sake of him testifying.
Yeah, because
But-
that's why he's with Barbara in the first place.
Right, but my only thing is the show doesn't really establish that Batman knows that.
I feel like by virtue of him like chasing down, or not chasing down, but being near Barbara and the kid, like he knows something is wrong. He doesn't know specifically what, but he knows, as far as I know, he's aware that the Gordons are clean. Like he doesn't have we know he's investigating the police force as of episode 2 because he's talking about Montoya.
I guess I would ask if that's his plan, is to get the guy to what's it called? Testify. Why wouldn't he just take the kid himself to the police station?
Well, he had already gone to Barbara to begin with, so it could just be a matter if he got to Barbara first before.
No, I'm not. I'm talking
Batman
about
gets to him.
I'm talking about Batman. Why doesn't if his goal is to testify, why doesn't he just take the kid instead of leaving Barbara?
That's what I'm saying. Is it could be a case of either he got to the kid got to Barbara first, like it could just be a case of that, or it could be a matter of, well, people are less likely to shoot at Batman than they are at Barbara Gordon, who's and she's not the district, she's a defense attorney, and she's the kid of the police commissioner.
Wait,
So-
I think you're not. I'm talking about the part where he saves them.
Oh, you're saying why doesn't he? Well, I'm
Yeah.
assuming it's because he knows that that they're safe, and because he defeated whatever sort of entourage came to kill them, and then he's gonna go to the boat because he knows, okay, he's gonna go spill to Jim Gordon, which he does. So Batman's gonna go and apprehend Penguin. So he's gonna do the arresting part.
I don't agree with that because if she sent people to go out and kill them, there could be more people that come to hunt for.
Well, didn't she send 2 different cars worth of people, or no?
It was either 2 or 1 car. I don't remember how many cars specifically. My point is that she could have sent more either way.
Well, again, they're less and especially if they're close to the precinct too. I feel like that would be a deter from that. That would lower the risk of them dying or being shot at. And again, Batman's less likely to get arrested or taken down by the cops if he's not going after, or if he's going to catch the criminal instead of escorting a witness to the police station where he's very much not welcome.
I just don't. I mean, I see what you're saying. I just don't. I think it's very much possible for Batman to take the kid in the Batmobile, which is bulletproof, drop him off at the police station, then leave and go back to Penguin's boat.
I mean, it's possible, but if they're again, he might have time for that, but there's also in that span of time, Penguin could very easily shoot or could shoot a missile or do whatever she's planning to do in between that time. So it's okay, I trust Barbara, who is very much carrying a gun on her, to go escort this kid the rest of the way, because they were driving for a fat minute up until they got stopped by the gang of Penguin goons or whatever, versus me going to stop Penguin before anything else happens and more people die.
Okay, I just don't. I wish the show would have just I feel like that's a lot of stuff to assume, to be honest. I just don't think the show does enough.
I did. I
For me
mean, I
to,
suppose you were the so the assumption is.
Good fit.
Batman comes to...
I can see what you're saying. I just don't like. It just doesn't seem to be what the show is saying.
Well, so I feel like the like one of few assumptions that I'm making is that he's leaving the boat to go gather more evidence because he doesn't have enough right now. He needs like a witness to something. Like he needs somebody to like testify in court because, you know, all the cops are like dirty or whatever. So,
Well, wouldn't just the fact of her having the drugs on the boat that she owns to begin with be enough?
well, the thing is that's like private property, so she would you need like a search warrant. Batman doesn't have a search warrant, so he'd be like gathering that evidence illegally. So, whereas Cobblepot's kid is testifying against her, which is completely legal.
Right, but it would be more about like two things. Like one, he didn't get to finish searching. He doesn't know what else is there. And he knows that she could have like a weapon like this, if that's what we were saying earlier. Like if he knows that she has a weapon like this, then I feel like he would wanna...
I just think the line is she is running a front for guns and drugs. There might be... He might say and something else as like he's alluding to the fact that there's like a there's something on board, but as far as we know, he has like basically no idea besides like the guns in the... Here, sorry, I'm just looking at the clip right now. I have the show pulled up right now.
Okay.
Of course, I got an ad. Cool. That's sweet. Are there any other like Cape Crusader disagreements?
Colin.
I think my other issue. Do you remember the one I said about episode 2?
Oh no, I meant people like having like other people having issues with them. I know what you're talking about. You said after he kicks, it's like after he kicks Batman, he or he should have just like bullied him or whatever.
I mean, either way, I think he should have just thrown the bolas at him.
I mean, my only thing for that, I don't know. I feel like it's just a case of like he just didn't use them, which I feel like is a common thing in media. It's like he decided to go for a kick, and it's very possible that instead of like using equipment on a villain, a kick would knock them down or knock them out. So I guess that would just be a
No, it wouldn't. I'm not talking about first. Like, I'm fine with him jumping in and kicking him first, but he stands there, tells the director run for some reason, even though he wouldn't even be in much danger because, and I think it would be obvious that the director would run, and he's like right there to stop Clayface. So I don't know why he doesn't kick him and then throw the bolas at him, or a batarang or something.
Kick him and then. Well, it's weird the way it's like edited because So he kicks him, and then he tells the director to run, and then we already see Clayface beelining to the inside the studio. He's already like at the other like little warehouse. So like
Batman like turns his head for like a second, and he's like, Clayface is gone, which is weird. If he's like that fast, it's like, what the fuck? It's like, what is he, the Flash? Holy shit!
Yeah, I don't know what the idea for that was. Like that's just like weird editing.
But earlier in this show or the episode as well, he is chasing him and he doesn't use like any of his equipment again. When like in the next
about...
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Wait, are you talking about
when Montoya walks in on the murder and stuff and Batman's like on the fire escape with him?
Yeah, so he confronts him on the fire escape and then they just start chasing each other. I mean, it's just a matter of... I'm trying to remember that fight. Okay, I can't find this fucking line because I keep getting ads on Amazon Prime. But either way, I'm just thinking, so if he's in close enough distance, it's kind of difficult to get bolas out because with bolas you have to wind them up and then throw them, as opposed to like this like borderline Olympian just chasing after him. And, like the only reason he gets away is because he risks somebody's life, but otherwise he would have been caught. So. I don't know. I feel like that's... I don't know. That because to me that borderline's like a tentacle blade type criticism, and I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not really like... I just think Batman made the choice that he did because it's like he's just as capable catching him as he is like using a gadget, I guess. But again, they're on.
But I think episode 3 made it clear, like with Catwoman, for example, like, yeah, he would be capable of catching her and stuff, but instead of wasting time or risking her getting away, he just immediately throws the bolas. I also think in episode 1, he does the same thing to I think one of the random criminals.
Well, he does it to a random criminal, but he's they're currently like in a cloud of smoke and he's completely out of sight. Whereas with Clayface, and I feel like this is a good part of it, is so they're chasing like vertically, like they're going down a fire escape. So like I think it's significantly harder to wind up bullets and throw them like while you're on a fire escape because it's such a narrow like pathway.
Okay. I guess I would say, yeah, I guess the bolus thing for that scene is fine. I don't know about the other one later in the episode. I guess the other thing I was questioning was like when Batman's like grabbing his scarf. He's like right next to him, so I don't know why he doesn't like put him in a chokehold or something at that point.
See, now I would have to see the scene again because.
Oh, let me see if I can pull it up.
Okay, yeah, that'd be cool. I was expecting like, doesn't Jack Kentner like hate this show or something?
Indeed, I don't know where the fuck he is though.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was expecting him to be on. I was ready.
This isn't exactly a cookout, so yeah, he's not gonna like.
Unfortunately.
Damn, the posters for this show go so hard.
I know. Bruce Timm, I think.
Is it better than TAS though? Question mark.
No. Like you mean 1992 Batman?
Dude, even if I don't even care, even if this show had no problems, peak writing literally every episode, it was 10 episodes, bro. BTAS is like what 90 something? Like nah, even if it was like peak, it couldn't.
I was comparing the first 10 of BTAS to the first 10 of Fear, and I'm not, and like BTAS still has it like cleared. So, and I did the first 10 episodes in release order because the fucking order for that show is really weird. So,
right, can you
yeah,
can you see my thing?
Yes.
So like right here. All right, let's just. Wait, shit. I'm trying to not get copyright. Let me pull up my my copyright shield on stream. Like right here, I think I was questioning why he wouldn't just use the bolas, like as he's running.
I mean, yeah, I guess I don't know.
Or even his grapple gun, because we see in the year 1 episode, where they're like trying to decoy him, he can like grab people with the grapple gun.
He could just be tunnel vision. I don't know. I mean, again, I think it's better. Maybe this is a cop out, but maybe it's better to accept some mistakes in this specific show because he's like
younger.
It's made very explicit he's an early Batman.
Yeah, I do think, especially because as a character that's sort of like trained specifically on being, like a martial artist, hand-to-hand expert, and is like he has such a small. I think he has a total of like 4 usable gadgets in combat. It's like I don't know. I feel like he'd rely more on his like brawn than he would his gadgets, but
I think I would agree to an extent. My problem is that he's just sometimes he uses the gadgets and he feels really competent, and then other times he's like, all right, why are you choosing not to do this up here, I guess?
But yeah, exactly. Well, that's exactly my point, sort of. Like, he's not going to be super ultra consistent at this, like, state of his
I guess I would ask the ultra competent example is definitely the opening of episode 1. Definitely
Catwoman.
The finale. I need to rewatch the Catwoman episode. I've only seen it once so far, which is weird because it was one of my favorites.
I don't like this suit.
The episode Teddy deals with everyone pretty easily.
How much is in the suit, by the way?
Yeah.
Same with what other episode? I'm trying to think. The was it episode 6?
Episode 6. So that's after the Harley Quinn one, which is or is it? Yeah, or is that the Harley Quinn episode? I don't know.
I mean, during the Harley Quinn episode, he fucks a bunch of people up, but then he trips and gets locked in a cage.
Oh, okay, yeah, when he's fighting all the billionaires or whatever.
But yeah, I'm talking about like right here. Like Batman holds him for like a couple seconds, and then he just like stops for some reason.
Well, I
Like
feel
where, where did
shot-
Batman go?
Oh, he's on the top scaffolding, and then yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I think that's just like weird editing. If I'm like,
Yeah.
I know it's kind of a cop out, but I feel like it is like just weird editing because it's like all those
like
shots,
a-
like some of those shots are lined up they're just a different angle of what's like already happening, which
I
is just
guess.
adding to the like seconds
is like
that
a-
the scene is lasting.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
This is like Doc Ock with the bags in Spider-Man 2, sort of. This is kind of what I see this as, sort of.
Yeah.
Remember.
I don't think it's a
Yeah.
big issue or anything.
Yeah, I would be like more pressed about it if this was like, I don't know, like the new adventures of Batman, or like late B-Task Batman, but like, I don't know. I think it's, I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Now,
Someone just
was-
said spoiler alert, bro. What do you think is gonna happen on a stream where we're debating about the quality of the show? Do you think like what?
I don't even think there's been any crazy spoilers said because like, yeah, I don't like. It's like obviously Batman's gonna chase Clayface in a Batman.
No,
and-
no, we were talking about Joker. We were talking about Joker earlier.
Oh, okay.
Well, either way, it's this dude's fault. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Why would
I'm
you?
just saying, like, we did talk about a major thing.
I think, and then my other issue is I don't know why Thorne doesn't just have Flash and Bullock kill Harvey like immediately.
Yeah, I have nothing for that one. I don't really I don't remember the details of the episode enough to say anything.
But
And even if
what we get at, to be fair though, what we get out of it is fucking.
oh my god,
great.
yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that shit.
I mean, my biggest criticism of the show is that Batman's not in it enough. So I think he deserves more screen time, and I hope they do that in season 2.
I don't really mind. I mean, he still has the most screen time out of any character.
Yeah.
I just don't really mind them focusing more than usual on side characters because I like the side characters a lot.
Well, I know I like it a lot too because it's based on the Gotham Central comic, which is written by the same people who wrote like 4 or 5 episodes of the show. Like the Montoya episode is written by a comic book writer. The Clayface episode is written by like a comic book writer. That's why Montoya is like the main character. Well, sort of the main character. And then same with other episodes where it's like about Gordon. Like the Onomatopoeia episode. Like because like it's literally ripped off of Gotham Central. That's it. It's yeah.
Well, isn't this show sort of trying to portray Batman as like? Well, I guess this could be applied to like basically every piece of Batman media, but like.
Well, I would say
like
I think
like a force of nature.
I would say I
just a thing.
view. I like them focusing more on the other characters to an extent because I think for the tone, like, it's got that Batman's still a myth.
Yeah.
Oh
tone
yeah, that's
to
what
it.
I was more so trying to get at.
So I really like when it shows the perspective of other characters.
Yeah.
Like when Barbara walks into Harley's office and Batman's like leaving the scene, like I think that shit's cool.
Oh, I think it's like I am 100% on board with like everything, and I think like the screen time that Batman got was like perfect for the most part. And it's just like I would add on to that 100% of what's happening. I would add more onto it, I guess, but I feel like we would
Are
need
you
more.
asking
episodes.
for more of Bruce's actual POV on stuff?
I
'Cause it's
definitely
still
want to
about
hurt.
Batman, but it's like it's just more so from the perspective of other people, but it's still about Batman. Like, don't.
No,
That's what I
agree.
feel like. Because when people say that about this show, they kind of ignore the fact that like a lot of it still centers around Batman, but it's more so from the perspective of other people instead of like from himself.
Well, I guess what I would say to that is I feel like B-Task managed to show more of Batman's POV while still fleshing out the side characters to like a really huge degree.
Yeah, I think I honestly
better. That might just be like. It's
I don't know.
different.
I think Beataz is just like it kind of this show I feel like puts into perspective just how great Beataz is
Mhm.
because like it does so much for the side characters and stuff.
Superman
Like
is better, but yeah, it is pretty good. Yeah, you're right. So
What?
Superman the animated, I haven't watched that. I don't know.
I've only seen a few episodes,
you
but I
gotta-
really
You gotta
like that
watch
show.
it. It's Pete.
All right. Lucky name. Are you here?
Yeah, what up?
All right. What is your disagreement, and tell me why?
Primarily, I just want to go back to the previous disagreement I was on here for the boys. I
The
think
boys.
that, yeah, I want to make some adjustments to what I said previously, because I said something along the lines like the writing quality has faltered. I don't think
Mhm.
that's necessarily the writing quality, because, I mean, in terms of style and all that stuff, I mean, it's pretty much the boys saying kind of like views and all that stuff in terms of what we see. My main thing is I very deeply dislike the inclusion of Sister Sage, because how that specific character makes me view the season in a different way than I did previously.
Okay. Why is I don't really remember what your criticisms were, to be honest. What were your thing? What were you saying?
Oh yeah, my main thing is I was very like not understanding as to why Homelander didn't just straight up kill the boys, and I realized that there are different like caveats in that to why Homelander wouldn't. But my issue is primarily that Sister Sage is brought on as the smartest person in the world, and I don't really know to what degree she's intelligent. You know what I mean? There are different kinds of intelligence. Like there's the ability to solve problems, the ability to know people and manipulate them. And it's just, I don't fully understand how she's the smartest person. That whenever there's a problem in her plan, her grand master plan, I could figure out how to solve that. And I am by no means the smartest person, probably in this chat, you know?
Yeah, so I guess what I'd say to that is, I mean, one, I think as long as they showcase her level of intelligence, like, if it's consistent, like how smart, because obviously, like, you're right, like, yeah, intelligence can mean multiple different things, problem solving, memory management, like, fucking shit like that. So I guess as long as it's consistent, then, or like, that she's like her intelligence is consistent, I guess I think it's fine if they don't, upscale it out of nowhere or downscale it out of nowhere. Where were the points that you thought she wasn't smart?
Well, it's primarily in that she's open to a lot of situations in which the boys could have stopped her plan, and she doesn't do anything to solve it. Because, like, right off the bat, do you think if she wanted all of the boys to be dead, she could do that?
No.
Why not?
Well, you'd have to establish how she could.
Well, I mean, she can find out if she wanted them dead. That was one of her primary facets. She knows certain details about them that isn't really public, that we didn't really know. Like, for example, in the Tech Night scene, she said a lot about MM's like daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And so, to that degree, why doesn't she, I don't know, kidnap the daughter and just start breaking toes like baby carrots until, MM tries to turn himself in, or they find another way to kill them all. You know what I'm saying?
So I guess what I'd say to that is, one, I think it's possible. Well, you'd have to first establish that they know where the daughter is, but also, well, yeah, hold on. I think if in regards to like getting information on the daughter, I feel like you could probably get that stuff through, I don't know, doctor's files or something. Now, that could stretch into possibly getting their address or something. But I also think you'd have to, like, I don't know if Sage would torture a child. I guess I don't know if that's where her moral compass lies. Like, yeah, they are fucked up people, but I don't know if she would do that.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, though. That's the whole thing. If you're 100% smart, then you would see the advantage of at least not even torturing, but just kidnapping her and saying, like, if you don't turn yourself in, we're gonna snap the fingers off like baby carrots. But
I think I would assume that that MM probably has her daughter in a location or under surveillance and stuff, so that she doesn't get used against them.
I disagree, because I rewatched season 3, and they're in the same house that they were in. Wait, did you rewatch The Boys since last Disagreement Day, or?
No.
Me
I've
neither.
kind of winded down from it. I was on like a 6-week bender with that show, so I'm like kind of burnt out.
I get you. But relevant to that, though, it's proven that she's in a strict location, and to the degree that she can get medical files on this person. That, I think, would be the most encrypted, the most, like, hardest files to get, rather than a location, because she goes to school, she has friends.
Mm.
I don't think it would be a stretch to assume that, even if that the daughter was heavily protected, the friends leading her around, living daily life, would not lead to any crossover in the field of finding her out and finding her location. You know what I'm saying?
I'd have to think on like the course of events, because like if she's under protection, I don't know how much, because she would probably have to, the only way to do it without being spotted or something would to be either A, get a soup to do it, like just one of the other soups that aren't in the 7 to do it, or maybe get A-Train to do it, but I just don't know. I don't know if Sage is willing to kidnap his daughter, or if she even cares that much, because she was using, what's it called? Like she was using the boys to an extent, Sage. Like I don't think she even really wanted to kill them, because like in the final episode she says like, yeah, we were leaking information, because she knows they work for the CIA, and if they're messing up, then the CIA could also be messing up. So I don't know if she necessarily wants to kill them. Like, even when Homelander says, I want to kill Butcher, Sage is like, we don't need more shit from the CIA right now. Or we don't need them coming on us even, pause, holy shit. We don't need them getting on us even harder. So I don't know if she necessarily wants to kill them. I think she's more comfortable with just feeding them that info. So I think she might find that more useful to her plan. Or her goals, I guess.
Here's the thing about
your mic.
that.
Wait, your mic is like roboting. You can leave and rejoin. It might fix it.
Okay, we are.
Alright.
Yo, that better?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So you said previously something that I thought of, which was that she's kind of like using, or that specific line of, we don't want more shit from the CIA. But the thing is, I don't think it's very rational to think that the CIA wouldn't be pouring as many resources as they can into stopping it, because Huey from episode 3, like, said, you know, he heard the plan. We're planning a large-scale coup. I think. Yeah,
I agree, but I think Sage would know that if she kills the boys, then the CIA could potentially use that as evidence that they killed them, and it would bring them down even more.
I wouldn't say that, because she already killed 3 random people and like bashed their brains in and got away with it undetected.
Yeah, but what's it called? They actually didn't fully get away with it, because A-Train, like before she knew about the leak, like, cause this is earlier in the show, before they knew about the leak and stuff, A-Train got that security footage from them, so they didn't fully get away with it.
Okay, and that's another grievance I have with just the intelligence of it. So even if they got away with it, or they didn't get away with it, my whole point is that why is she not actively trying to stomp the opposition? Because if she was the smartest person in the world, there are a million other different avenues that she could go.
Yeah, but I feel like that would run back to the point that I made earlier about, like, I think she might find it more useful to throw the CIA and the boys off, as opposed to killing the person killing the people that she can use as exploitative and make her plan run even smoother. Because if the CIA is running in circles, and not getting good intel, then that would push them back even further than if the boys kept messing with them.
That's a good point. However, they do sometimes get good intel, which is weird to me, because it was A-Train's leak that brought them to Tech Knight's estate in the first place, that allowed them to get the drop on her. So I'm just thinking, how is that a part of her master plan? For them to come and catch them off, for that information to leak out? Maybe it's not, but...
Yeah, I think, I don't know when specifically she figured out that A-Train was the leak. Because the only time I think they get good information is, is during the Tech Knight episode, which Sage didn't even care about because she knew that any information that they could have recorded, they wouldn't be able to use it. Otherwise, Newman would throw a wrench in that. Like, she says that in episode 8, I believe, or episode 7, one of them. And then the Newman, like the Homelander Huey thing in episode 3. But at that point, I don't even know if she knew if A-Train was the leak. And besides that, they don't even really get good intel from my memory.
Wait, so you're telling me that she didn't know A-Train was the leak until after, I think that was episode 5? Was that when the Tech Knight stuff happened? Maybe 6?
She could have known he was the leak, maybe episode 5 or 4, yeah.
Yeah. But to that point, though, it's just one of those things where, because of that information getting out, I don't know what that says about her master plan and how them being there fits in that, or if that was a mistake. I don't know on what, like, how well she's thought everything out, because I see a lot of like potential flaws that can arise from, you know, her quote master plan. You know.
Well, we see at the end of the show. I don't. Like, again, I would just say, like, in the episode 6, I think, yeah, episode 6, Tech Knight party. Again, she doesn't care if they get that information because she knows they can't do anything with it. Really. Other than what they already know, and if they were to expose it, then Newman kills them, and they don't. She knows they wouldn't want that. But I would also say that part of her plan wasn't even if Newman was like if Newman was the president or not. Like, we see by the end of the show, she doesn't really care if Newman's president or not, just so long as they have control. So whether Newman or maybe not, they have control. She just wanted, her plan was to see democracy fall, because of the people eating it up themselves. Like, her goals are kind of not in tandem with Homelander's goals to the fullest extent. So that's what I would say.
I mean, I can see where it's going, but that's just where, when you bring up the final issue of the plans, I really wish they would have put in like a Saw 2 style like flashback sequences just to like show, leave no questions like out there about how she was able to calculate stuff and move forward with the plan. Because like then we could understand her thought process more and find out, okay, what was the boys meddling, or what was her greater plan?
Well, we see what her greater plan was by the end.
Well, the greater
it
plan
happens.
Well, the end of season 1, the phase 1 plan was to show that democracy can fail. And my issue with
it was to show that the democracy will fail because the people themselves will make it fail. Like she was saying, like, you look at Greece and other people that have tried to uphold it, and it eventually fell. So I think by the end of the show, when she's like, yeah, I did it. I didn't think it, or I didn't know if I actually could, but I did it. Whatever the fuck she says. So that kind of puts into perspective, yeah, everything I did went according to plan, even if there were some wrenches.
Yeah, and I guess this is where it gets more a bit nitpicky, to the degree that the plan was to have a separate video camera in to show the president saying something like, we should have killed Newman when he had the chance, and then upload that to the news thing. That just feels a bit cheap in terms of narrative structure, or in terms of writing smart characters, because I view it similarly to how you would do a plot twist. Part of the fun is that there are little pieces and bits that you can kind of see and kind of like guess, therefore, what happens. Like, you know, you can kind of get little clues as to what the greater plan would be. But the issue is there's never really too strong of a hint that like, oh wait, there's cameras inside of the studio and there's other plans other than.
I disagree because of the purely off the basis that the shapeshifter exists. So them getting that video could have been the shapeshifter. Could have been Newman.
No, because she said specifically in last season that she had a plan B. That was what it was. It wasn't the shapeshifter.
What does that have to do with, like, her plan B doesn't not involve like you're saying that how did they get the video? They don't explain how they got the video or whatever, right?
No, my point is that there's no real like hints previously in the season that like hint at, oh, there's going to be the plan is for the assassination to fail, but there's a secret videotape that we know that we can like. There's no real like.
Well, I think that may have been just the plan B or whatever. I guess like even like the assassination attempt would be better. Like I don't see how that's. Like I'm just kind of lost on what the problem is.
Well, the problem is that it's not really hinted at beforehand, and I think it would be a lot stronger if they hinted at the possibilities of this. That would like back up the fact that Sister Sage is such an intelligent person. She calculated that this plan wouldn't work out, but now because of maybe a piece of technology we saw early in the show, oh boom, wow, she used that technology, and that her real plan was for the.
Well, it wouldn't even need to be It wouldn't even need to be a piece of technology, really. That like some special piece or whatever. It could literally just be like, okay, her plan B was the shapeshifter recorded that video. That was her backup plan.
Was it the shapeshifter? I don't think it was the shapeshifter.
Well, I'm assuming it could have been the shapeshifter.
Oh well. I mean, maybe
because she worked with them and stuff. So I don't know. I think that's a pretty reasonable assumption.
Yeah, well, I mean, potentially, but I mean, yeah, but the bottom line is that's not really like. I wish that there were more like motives behind like explaining how the plan B would actually work, because when Sister Sage was introduced,
well, I guess I'd ask why would we need that when we see how it works?
Sorry, you're gonna need to explain that one to me.
Like, you're asking how you want to see the intricacies of how she gets the plan to work, right? Yeah, so why would we need to see that in the context of the show? Because assassinating the president, okay, boom, that didn't work. The reason for assassinating the president was to get Newman to become the new president. When that doesn't work and Newman's also dead, then they release the video, so the next candidate in line became the president, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it's pretty straightforward. I don't think we need that explained to us. I guess the only thing you would want explained to you is how they got the video, and I feel like I've already given a reason how they could have gotten it.
You see, but that's the thing though. She was introduced as this person with a master plan. When I think of master plan, I think admittedly I'm comparing this to like other shows of like, you know, high planning and all that stuff. Not necessarily.
Wouldn't you think a master plan would feature backup plans?
I mean, yeah, but with the smartest person in the world, I don't think you would need backup plans. But what?
I don't agree with that at all. Because you'd have to establish that she's like literally omniscient, like she's all-knowing, for that to be the case.
Yeah, but that's also my issue, is that she's the smartest person in the world. In my opinion, smart.
Would you not think it's smart to have a backup plan?
No, I think it is smart to have a backup plan, but my whole thing is I was sold under the interpretation that this is a master plan. And as a result, everything she's doing with purpose, even to the degree that her lobotomizing herself to sleep in the deep, that serves some sort of purpose that I don't see yet. It basically, the meat of it is because you.
It's because she. I mean, they explain it in the scene with the deep when she does it for the first time. Her flaw, or like her internal conflict, I guess, is that her brain never stops thinking and growing. So when she does that to herself, it gives her the opportunity to be like a normal person, I guess, to an extent, in her eyes.
Yeah, and to that degree, I think had I just went into The Boys like thinking like, okay, it's a season of The Boys, you know, we're here for a good time and all that stuff. But the fact that you introduced the smartest person in the world, that made me use a lens of hyper analysis that overall hurts my ability to enjoy The Boys just because of this particular season. Because I'm thinking, okay, you're the smartest person in the world. You have to have seen all of these factors coming in because you're the smartest person in the world. It makes sense that you would. You know?
I see what you're saying. I just still, I'm not, I don't think you've provided me with anything that I think is not very smart.
Well,
and I don't think it contradicts or any contradictions of her intelligence.
Well, the main thing is that I feel like she's not using optimal strategies in terms of
what was not optimal though.
Again, there are ideally.
I mean, we talked about the boys. You wanted her to kill them. I explained why it would be optimal to not kill them. Then you talked about why don't we see them getting the camera footage, but that wouldn't necessarily not be optimal. I think having a backup plan in case something goes wrong would be optimal.
That would be optimal, but let's back it up for said that.
Your mic's roboting again. I didn't hear what you said.
So killing the boys would be unoptimal. That's the strategy, right?
Yes.
So you don't kill the boys. Okay, early in the season, she has the opportunity to kill the boys in that she brought them into that room with the shapeshifter and firecracker.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, yeah, kill them.
Yeah.
If she was doing it optimally, she would personally bring a gun and shoot them dead. But that's what I'm thinking about.
Well, she's testing, what's her name? Firecracker.
Okay, but irrelevant to that, though.
Her optimal plan was, I don't even know if it was, kill these people. She for sure wants them dead, no questions asked. I think her main goal was just testing Firecracker's loyalty. That was what she was doing. And testing her morality as well. Okay. And when Firecracker inevitably wants to go through with it, then she sees that.
But so in the grand plan, though, it doesn't matter in this situation if the boys lived or the boys died. It was about testing Firecracker.
Well, I mean, it would only be the only people that would have died would be MM, Frenchie, and probably not Kamiko. So I don't really think she cares much, just as long as she knows she's not gonna kill the whole group. You know what I mean? So even if they die, it's like, okay, we still got the rest of the group. I don't think she's going out of her way to get the boys killed either way, though.
Yeah, and my point.
I think the main purpose of that. Oh, sorry. I was gonna say I think the main purpose of that scene again is testing Firecracker.
Okay, yeah, and with that being said, though, she's not really targeting the boys to be either alive or dead. And my point is that killing them would be the most optimal play that I see, because unless, and this is.
Your mic is. I'm sorry. Your mic is it's hard to understand what you're saying.
Right back. Hello.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. God damn it! I was on. No, but my main point though is just if you were doing this optimally, you would. Fuck! I lost my train of thought. Okay, what was the last point you said? Just so I can remember.
My point was that it wasn't even necessarily whether she cares that much if the boys in that scene live or die. It was her plan there was to test Firecracker's loyalty and morality to see if she's a worthy candidate for the 7.
Yeah, but my main part is with that. It's now unclear whether she wants them alive or dead. Because it seems pretty, if Frenchie, and not Kamiko, but hypothetically she were to die, they seem like unpivotal parts to the plan.
Yeah, I would say that she doesn't really care necessarily because there still would be, the group of the boys, the CIA and stuff, they're still going to be around. MM and Frenchie and Kamiko aren't the whole boys, like they're not the whole group. She knows there's still more of them. So my point is that whether they live or die or not, that still wouldn't contradict the goal or her goal of like feeding them bad intel so they're running around in circles more. Because at the end of the day, there would still be them. So again, I don't think she cares much if they live or those specific characters live or die, so long as not all of them die.
But my point is that with the whole thought process of the master plan, I think that having the biggest source of opposition being the boys all rooted out and killed, and ideally this is done by killing, or even capturing and torturing them for long periods of time, for example. This would be more beneficial to making sure the plan goes to fruition, because the only people that we've seen that are actively working and like infiltrating and trying to stop the plan from happening are the boys. So if you can kill off even a percentage of them,
well, it's not just the boys; it's also the CIA.
Yeah, but the main people infiltrating are the boys that we see, at least. Hypothetically, maybe there are like different subsections going in, after that and all that stuff. They're trying to go in and, infiltrate and all that jazz. But that's what we see. So if there's a pivotal task force that's trying to mess you up and they are hyper competent, I think it would be more beneficial to have them killed or figure out a way to kill them in a different style.
I think it's beneficial either way.
Wait.
I think we again just kind of circled back to the whole, like, yeah, I agree they're competent. I agree that they can throw a wrench in Homelander or Sage's plan. But I think again, Sage may see it as more beneficial to have the CIA running in circles as opposed to killing them. The people that she knows has a leak on them, and she can exploit that. Like, I just think it's kind of at a standstill. If you want to be where you're lying, fair enough, I guess. But I just don't see why it would be a problem to think about it the other way as well.
Yeah, well, again, I think that my main issue with the boys is that after hearing "Smartest Person in the World," my inner pussy pop, so to speak, and I was like, ooh, we're gonna see some clever plays and see what's going on and all that jazz. But because the existence of that backup plan, it showed me that it was kind of something that evolved over time. And as a result, for the smartest person, I just personally expected it. But, that might be my own bias and stuff and all that jazz.
All right. Is that everything?
One last thing. You mentioned previously that Tech Knight had a zinc-lined basement.
Yeah, I think he could have.
Well, as an architectural major, I find that to have that interior wall be that like weird cragged rock that we had was just a terrible architectural design. And how does someone who has super senses have such terrible taste? Answer me that.
I got nothing for you there, man. I got nothing.
0 out of 10, irredeemable garbage. Good night.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Alright, Haig. SK, are you here? SK?
You were.
Haig, are you here? I guess not.
You should bring in a Star. I mean,
Stark Star.
But oh, he's not even here.
Okay.
Low-key, Cape Crusader Harley should be the blueprint for all other Harleys.
Question Kairito on Shang-Chi.
No, wait, who said that? I'm not looking at chat, bro.
Nobody said that, bro.
Oh, wait. Do you think it's impossible for Katie to hit that shot? You know what I'm talking about? When
KD?
she shoots. Katie. Like in Shang-Chi, right? She like has her bow and arrow and shit, and then she kill, no, not kill, but like she fucking she hits the dragon.
No, I think she had a clear lined up shot. They established that she's good at it beforehand, and even still, I think she was kind of even surprised herself. I think they just portray it as, oh my god, lucky shot, Deus Ex Machina.
And yeah, I agree, because someone's debating me on that, and I'm like, no, it's not. I think it's impossible. It's so stupid. Got me defending Shang-Chi. Like, what are we doing
The
here?
movie's a masterpiece.
What are you doing, Dom?
The fuck are you doing?
The fuck are you doing?
The fuck are you doing?
I'm running a show here.
What show, dog?
Question Carito on anything. Dude, this is Disagreement Day, episode 21, bro. We're gonna hit season 2 here soon.
Bro, someone told me that Cassandra Nova should have, for Deadpool Wolverine, Cassandra Nova should have put, like, Wolverine or Deadpool in the fucking ground.
Dude, 38 minutes ago, I've been streaming for 1 hour and 20 minutes. The show is, someone left a comment under my Batman video. The show is horrible. I'm disappointed with the DI agenda. Okay, so come on to the fucking stream, you dumbass.
Damn.
DEI agenda.
You don't have to fucking insult him like that, man. What the fuck?
Nah,
DEI agenda is when women kiss. I don't like women kissing. I like
Haig is awesome. You are on the line. What is your motherfucking disagreement?
I like women kissing.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't like women kissing? You're homophobic, Colin. Getting exposed on the street.
All right,
Let's go!
Oh, alright. Alright, Haig, what is your disagreement?
All right, can you hear me fine? Like,
Yeah, man.
Now.
if for some reason I can't hear you, like, you're awfully quiet on my end.
I don't know, I guess she has to turn up the volume or something.
I maxed it out. Like,
Well, I mean, you can turn my voice up.
Yeah.
oh my god, I feel like an old boomer here. Oh my god. I'm glad your stream is, like, very obscure. Like, Jesus.
Holy macaroni.
Yep, fuck it. I'm just gonna wing it with, like, your voice, like mouse quiet. Like,
Alright, I'll speak into the mic like this. Is that better? Does that work?
okay, welcome to the ASMR stream, everyone. Alright, so, yeah, all I have to say is, like, I thought Crusader was fine, I guess. Like, not great, nothing terrible.
Mm-hmm. Why is that?
I don't know, like, weirdly enough, like, the only, like, major thing I have against the show is, like, it's the fact that I don't like Harvey Bullock being, like, a corrupt cop on Rupert Thorne's payroll. Like, I feel like the role he had in the animated series is, like, a foil to Batman, but not really villains, like, a lot more interesting.
I mean, in BTAS, he's also corrupt.
Oh, yeah, kind of, but he's not really, like, a full-on villain.
Okay, I just don't see what the issue is.
That's an adaptation.
Yeah, it's just that, like, the Crusader Bullock, like, doesn't really have a lot more depth in comparison to the BTAS version.
I think he's mainly just used as, like, a piece for the show to show that, like, he's just that antagonistic force. Like, one thing I really like about episode 4, I think it is, yeah, episode 4, is the fact that, like, him and Flask get away with the shit they did, and then there's just nothing that Batman or Gordon can do to punish them in that moment.
Yeah, like, we do have, like, that...
I agree they don't... Well, hold on. I agree that they don't have the most depth as characters, and I do think or Bullock, at least, is better in BTAS. I still think the way they're utilized within the show, I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's just that, like, we only have, like, the one line from Flask and, like Bullock, I meant to say Bullock. Like, in episode 4, we saw, like, hey, are you sure about letting, like, Firebug free like this? Are you sure?
Well, no,
like,
that was intentional.
like, yeah, it felt like, yeah, when I first heard that, I thought it was like a hint of like a possible redemption for Bullock. Like maybe he would like come to his senses and turn on Flask, but yeah, you know, it is what it is, I guess.
Is that everything?
Yeah, like, although there is one other thing, but it has nothing to do with Kid Crusader. Yeah, my disagreement is, like, one thing you said in the video is that you said that your favorite Arkham game is Arkham Origins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I personally really don't like that game. It has no soul.
What? Why does it not have any
soul?
soul? Why is that?
Like, it just feels so hollow and corporate and, like, shallow.
Why?
Like, it doesn't have like the atmosphere and world building of Silent.
What are you talking about? It doesn't have the atmosphere.
Hear me out. Let me finish. It doesn't have the atmosphere and world building of Asylum, or the heart and passion of Arkham City, or the chaotic fun of Arkham Knight, or like the cool storytelling of the Telltale
What
games,
does these mean?
or like even the charm of like the Lego Batman games, or whatever, like games like Batman Vengeance or the Batman Begins game had, whatever they had. Like, Arkham Origins just feels so shallow and hollow and empty.
Why? I don't want buzzwords. I want reasons. Why?
Like, yeah, I just finished the game recently, like just at the beginning of the new year, just so I have an excuse to just never touch it again. Like,
I'm still not hearing a reason why the game is what you're saying it is.
It's hard for me to like put into words. Like,
what are the problems with? All right, let's try to start simple. What is an issue with the story?
Like, it's not really what like isn't okay. Like, it's not really like the story. It's just like the game as a whole. Like with the gameplay and like the world and like the tone and whatnot. Like it all feels like.
What is wrong with the
and
game?
shallow,
Okay,
like,
okay, so
to,
then,
like,
okay,
other
okay,
Batman
all
games.
right. So what is Arkham Origins? It has better gameplay than Asylum. It has virtually identical gameplay to City.
Yeah, that's the problem. It has.
For,
Yeah, that you just described my problem. Like, it's identical to City, and like that's the reason why I don't like it. Like, it's just Arkham City but worse.
Okay, that's not really an argument. The gameplay is still really good.
What's wrong with being
doesn't have, like,
identical to something that's already good?
Yeah, like, here's the thing. Like, fucking trying my best to put this.
All right, let me
words.
ask.
Like,
Okay, do you like Asylum? Do you like Asylum's gameplay?
Yes.
So how do you not like Origins gameplay?
Okay. First off, very buggy game. Like, I doubt you can defend that. Like, Arkham Origins is very buggy.
Not really.
Damn.
The only bugs I really run into when playing Origins is literally like enemies will fly sometimes. That's about it.
Yeah, and get stuck into walls. Like, I distinctly remember on my very first playthrough of the game, like,
I find that shit funny, so it doesn't really bother me.
Like, I distinctly remember on my very first playthrough of the game, like, after, like, it was the Joker reveal, because every other Batman villain is the dumb brute to back up the Joker's brain thing, like...
What?
No, that's no. What?
Like, they are, like... Yeah, never mind. Like after that, like, you get into, like, a first section. You know...
Look at what Grant Paulson said, bro.
Oh, I'm surrounded by
Grant Paulson's in the chat?
Yeah, he's in the chat. Why do y'all do these things while I'm still at work and can't call in? Guess someone doesn't want to get.
God damn it. Fuck you, SK. We can't have the Grant Paulson debate.
Yeah, let Haig go ahead.
Yeah, let me cook.
I think you're burning it down a little bit.
After the Joker reveal, you get into like a Predator section, and the very last enemy you have to integrate. And in my very first playthrough, he was literally stuck in the wall, forcing me to reset to the last checkpoint, doing the Predator section all over again. And it's also like, and I also heard like horror stories of how the game first launched with like frame rate dips and whatnot, like especially on like the Xbox 360 version, like when it first launched.
Well, that's when it first launched, so.
Yeah, like first impressions still can be like a major factor. Like
I agree, it's got some bugs, but the bugs aren't enough to bring it down to what you're saying.
No.
It's not even that buggy.
You could just like, I guess like a
good
it
for
depends
you.
on, like different people and like different like, because some people they go through a
Yeah,
game.
and-
I mean, I guess, what are your PC specs? That's what I'd also ask. What are your PC specs?
I just played it on Xbox. Like really, it just.
That's probably why. I'm kidding.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, I know it runs better. I think it runs better.
Yeah,
on
of course,
PC.
everything runs better on PC. Like
Yeah,
it's to be
I don't know.
expected. Like, so like, yeah, so. Yeah, and I also feel like the premise of like the prequel to the Arkham series was kind of like wasted. Like it's
Why?
because, like,
it
there's, like, a
perfectly
lot of
sets up.
stories you can tell.
It perfectly sets up why Joker is so important to this franchise. The connection that him and Bruce have, and why they are so good as opposites.
Right, Joker this, Joker that. Oh my God, you want to suck his dick?
Yeah, I do.
You said it. You said it, not me.
I don't know what. Wait. I don't know what your problem is with like making
I
the
feel
arch
like-
nemesis of the main
I
protagonist.
don't think you've provided me with anything here, though.
I feel like this is a major problem I have with stories. Like the idea of like these assassins, like they are not
Yeah.
characters. They are power sets to throw against Batman.
Okay.
What?
Like where's the interest? Where's the intrigue? Why
They have,
should I
like-
give a shit?
They have like no bearing on the story except for Bane.
Here, let my boy Batnick in.
You know what's funny?
Oh,
You know what's funny? Bane is also one of the best Batman villains in the Arkham series.
Is he now? I'm
Firefly
Firefly also has a bit of depth, and he parallels Batman in an opposite way.
Mm-hmm.
The other
what depth does
assassins,
he have? He's some guy who masturbates to fire. Like
he's
That's
a guy.
ridiculous.
What?
He's a guy who was like, he got like 3rd-degree burns all over his body, and he's still obsessed with fire. And there's a line at the beginning.
I
of the
said it
game.
as a
Hold
joke.
on, bro. Hold
Come
on,
on.
bro. Okay, so okay. Well, I mean, you just said he has no depth,
Like-
so I don't know what to tell you.
Like I have an interesting idea for like I've been thinking of like ways to like make an Arkham series like prequel, but a lot more investing. Like have it be focused on like the League of Assassins, like focused on like Ra's al Ghul and
Yeah,
Talia.
I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about what are the problems with Arkham Origins.
To be honest, I'm worried about why Ra's al Ghul doesn't have the Helmet of Fate.
Like it's just like
Shut
it's more
up,
of like a
shut up.
feeling that I just have. Like it's a lot more of a
Mm.
personal feeling I have. It's a personal
Yeah,
vibe. Like
man.
that just feels so shallow and hollow and just it's
But
pretty much
Can you
think
explain? But can
like
you
pretty much
explain
think
why
what
you
if
feel that way?
Ubisoft made
That's
like
the-
an Arkham game like
It's probably like the
Fuck
second
no.
deepest Arkham game. What?
like you pretty much
Uh,
know a shallow and hollow game. You played the fucking shit ass Suicide Squad game.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, that what?
Yeah, and
Hey,
that game must have
respect
felt
that.
shallow and hollow, didn't
It's
it?
a scripted
That
show.
game was fucking shit, yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
Why are
that's
you
why I'm
comparing
playing Arkham
Origins to
Yeah, why-
that?
yeah,
Pulling
why-
the kettle
What?
black
That's-
here.
Huh?
It has a better
Like the
scripted
old
show,
saying,
see.
Pot calling the kettle black.
hang on. Can I cut it?
What
Mr.
the-
I'm
Disagreement,
lost on this
man. Hang on.
comparison. What are you talking about?
Oh my god. Like you never
Yes,
heard
Suicide
of the phrase
Squad's a
pot-
shit game.
pot
Arkham
calling-
Origins isn't.
Like you never heard the saying pot calling the kettle black? Like
No,
are you-
we
like,
have. You're just
am
what
I
you're
just an old
comparing
man
here
here?
is kind of
What are you
stupid.
talking
Like
about?
what? This is kind of
Like,
a stupid
fucking-
comparison.
Hang on, Mr. Disagreement, man. Have you you know like Origins like
That's
adapts
crazy.
like 10 plus different Batman stories like and forms them into its own thing and like deepens. It has like the most, I could argue it has the most depth out of any Arkham game.
That's what I'm talking about, Batnick.
Like
That's
well,
what
hang
I'm
on,
talking
hang on,
about,
hang on,
baby.
hang
Voice
on.
crack. That's what I'm talking
Batman-
about.
well, hang on. I don't even know what he said right. Batman is the most three-dimensional. He's like the most three-dimensional in Arkham Origins because he has like more of a concrete arc. Whereas I feel like in the three game in City
I
and
just thought it
Asylum,
was too basic.
What? How is it too?
Why?
Why? It's like a year 2, year 3 Batman. What do you mean basic?
Like, I just couldn't really get into it like personally. Like,
But why?
I mean that's another.
Well,
Well, I mean
think
that's
the time he was done.
thing. Oh, goddamn! Fuck you, bro.
Yeah. Nico Kettner.
oh, well, excuse me. I didn't mean to offend you. Like, it's not like I said
No,
a
that's-
fucking
that's
racial
what he-
slur
I'm
here.
talking to SK. I'm talking to
Just
SK.
saying
Fuck
goodbye.
you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
To
Yeah,
the person that
sorry.
asked if I saw the High Top Films Deadpool video, I'm gonna make a response video. I haven't watched it yet though. I've just heard it's shit, and it probably is shit because High Top Films sucks.
Yeah, I generally hope that
He's-
Jason
he's
Todd
one of
film
the
he's
main
making is
characters,
really good.
I mean, it's probably just
I don't
gonna
think
be
he
a
sucks. He seems like a
standardization
nice
of
guy.
Jason Todd.
Who's Jason Todd?
Oh,
Your mom.
Yeah,
One of
he's
the best-
making a Jason
Great
Todd fan
Robin.
film, High Top.
A great
Yeah,
Robin.
Colin, I did watch his video. I didn't think it was very good. I disagreed with most of it. So yeah, I think there's gonna be quite a bit to break down with it. Speaking of which, there's stuff in chat I've been missing out on. TK says garbage stream. Well, fuck you, TK. You work for the Empire.
No, I agree. The stream sucks.
Cypher, thank you for the congratulations.
Graham Paulson wants to smoke, bro.
Cypher has some Deadpool and Wolverine criticism to look at. So,
You know what I'm wondering?
what?
Nothing.
We haven't had very hardworking or diligent criticisms today.
Shut the
Yeah,
fuck up.
you're right.
I'm waiting for that.
How can you
Where's
say that
that?
when I'm standing right here?
Get the fuck out of here. Goodbye.
Damn,
Well,
I just feel like-
before we
I
get to the
just
next one,
feel
I want to
like,
catch up on some stuff that was said, so it doesn't go.
Okay.
ignored.
Well, I don't think Set the Tone in Florida is here.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
What's up, man?
Alright, do your disagreement real quick. Go ahead.
Fuck yo, chat.
Nah, I just don't. I got kind of pissed off with bro was saying about Arkham Origins. Like, I think it's
So
probably.
Agreement Day.
Oh, my
Let's
bad.
go.
So the thing is that I feel like a lot of people really don't give it credit for what the devs really did. Like, it wasn't a Rocksteady game, and I feel like the whole point of that game was to really have like a set gap between city and night. And I feel like what the devs did, especially crafting like a great story, like the only thing I probably wouldn't like about the story is Joker being the main villain. However, they did such a great job of establishing the relationship between Batman and Joker that it makes sense. It actually kind of makes Knight's story a lot better in hindsight if you factor in the relationship that Batman and Joker had, especially when he saves Joker midway through the game, and that's the thing. I feel like a lot of people gave Origins hate just because it came right after City. I feel like if it was right after Asylum, they would say it would have the same praise as City, or if it came, I just felt like I felt like I had to defend it a little bit. So that's all I'm saying.
I mean, that's just the agreement.
Yeah.
Agreement there.
Disagreements.
Did you want to talk to that guy that was just in here that we just kicked? Is that what
No,
you-
He's not even making points anymore, so like I don't see the point.
No, I'm just a fan of the channel, and I just wanted to hop on for the first time, honestly.
Appreciate it,
Yeah.
man.
Nah,
Oh,
yeah,
you're a fan of Colin, bro.
yep. Y'all have a good one.
You too.
You too, bro.
All right, so this guy says, but my beef with Deadpool and Wolverine using TVA, which you might agree is total horseshit in how they operate. Also, the introduction of anchor beings totally destroys sacrifices in the first place. So I don't know how it destroys sacrifices. Like,
So let's really put this into perspective, right? So Wolverine lived for what, 300 years?
200.
200 years? Yeah, and he was dying. So Laura has adamantium in her body, obviously. She would eventually
No, she
die
doesn't.
around the same time as Wolverine, probably, right?
No.
Wolverine's sacrifice Wolverine's sacrifice was to give her a
Bullshit.
life, right? A good life, right?
Nope.
Now,
Never.
the anchor being when he dies.
Mm-mm.
Shut the fuck up. And when the anchor being dies, there's another 2,000 or so years.
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
So you still have a
that's-
life.
Yeah, so you still have a life. So where's the sacrifice being, what's it called?
And also,
Even
the
if the-
sacrifice
Oh, hold
allows
on.
Laura to help them save it anyway in the end.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Even if the universe was gonna die in the next 200, 300 years, right? Laura still got to live a life. Even if she died, because everybody dies eventually, right? Like if I sacrifice myself
The world's gonna
and that
get
person just
blown up by
dies in the
sun
next
at some
40
point.
years, would you say my sacrifice wasn't worth anything? Or did you say, hey, they lived another 40 years because you
Dude,
sacrificed yourself?
that's literally Omni-Man logic. You know, these people are going to die anyway. What difference
Yeah.
does it make? They have a life.
Alright.
There's a lot of points here, so I want to make sure we get through all of them. Let's see. Next one is also, when did Doctor Strange's portals have the ability to travel back in time, end of time, to 2024? Very easy explanation. It's not the same sling ring. We like.
Yes, it
visually
is.
you see
Jack
it.
Kettner was talking about this.
I know,
I was
I-
debating Jack Kettner with this.
Really? Okay. Well, I mean, the explanation is very simple. They show you visually it is not the same sling ring.
It looks like the sling ring that they have. I thought it was like an Infinity Stone infused sling ring because it got like the green and red thing. So I thought it was like something like that. But yeah,
But yeah,
no, it doesn't say that. It was just something I thought of.
Because you're
yeah,
stupid.
it's straight up. It's not the same. Also, I don't know why they
I don't
made
know why it was-
Cassandra interact with Deadpool and Wolverine in the last act. She would have easily handled them without any hassle, and the TVA wouldn't have done shit. Okay, but that's like saying, why doesn't Green Goblin just kill Spider-Man immediately in the third act? Like, he doesn't want to kill him straight away. Like, if the villain thinks that if the villain thinks that they're going to win, no matter what, then I don't see the problem. Cassandra Nova sends the Deadpool Corps against Deadpool and Wolverine, which is like, that's literally versions of Deadpool attacking Deadpool himself. I think that's something she'd take interest in, especially since she has sadistic tendencies. So, I don't see what the problem with that is. I don't know how she was supposed to know that every one of them has a Peter that they respect and listen to. Like, how was she supposed to know that? Okay, next point. Remember when Deadpool goes to visit Happy in 616? Why would he have any reason to go there instead of his timeline's X-Men/Avengers to save people/matter?
So his timelines of X-Men don't even really exist anymore.
No,
they're like,
they rejected him. He straight up says it.
well, no, I know that part, but I'm saying his, because it's in the Logan universe. It's after Logan, right? So what's
No,
it
but
called?
His time.
Wait, what?
His time still has the X-Men. They still exist.
Yeah, but he's in the same universe as Logan.
Yeah, but at
It doesn't
the
take
time
place after
Deadpool's
Logan.
in, he still has the X-Men. That's what's being said.
Yeah, but I'm saying I think the X-Men are like, aren't they like somewhat
they're still
disbanded? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're still around. My point is, he didn't make the cut. Literally day one, as a trainee, he shot people like on live TV. He's not joining the X-Men. So I don't know what you're talking about there. As far as the Avengers, they don't exist in his world. And I've seen EFAT bring up, well, why doesn't he just go to another universe with the Avengers? That's not the advice he takes away with Happy. Happy says, I think you're aiming too high. Aim for the middle. You'll never miss. That's his way of like.
Well,
trying to
even when
overcome his insecurities of, well, I don't matter. He listens to Happy saying, look, I'm not the world-saving type, and I'm happy. So he's trying out what Happy what was suggested to him. I think.
I wouldn't even say that fully because I think it kind of broke his spirit. That's what we see in the scene with Vanessa when Cassandra goes into his mind.
It broke his spirit, but he took Happy's advice in trying to help his spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, saying like, oh, why doesn't he just try again? It's like that misses the point of what he just took away from that conversation.
Hold on, did you hear on Twitter that 2 girls went to see Deadpool and Wolverine and said it was demonic?
Oh, I think I did see that. Was it some religious?
I saw that.
I did not see that, but that sounds funny.
Yeah,
The purple.
It's literally, if someone made a video about Spider-Man 2 saying it was satanic.
Oh my god. I fully believe people knew what they were going with this movie, which is nostalgia, which is just nostalgia and cameo fest, which is definitely enjoyable. But if they continue to make these movies without removing the concept of TVA and no matter the sacrifices, anyone can be brought back, it significantly tones down the interest for a character, in my opinion. So, with the cameos, right? I mean, I feel like it was pretty minimal. They didn't like make that the basis for what you're watching. Like, there's still a story in there that they're telling. They're not just throwing cameos in there.
Well, yeah, bro. I mean, but have you considered that Laura's just a cameo? She adds nothing to the story, bro.
Yeah. Apparently. Let's see, what else? Is there any other points against Deadpool Wolverine? Well, there's a new one. Wasn't it approximately 1,000 years with the anchor being concepts? I don't know what that means. Do you think the Logan from the Logan movie is the anchor being for Deadpool's timeline? If so, how does that fit with the lack of mutants 25 years prior to Logan?
You know what I will ask? Do people view like the whole cameo bad people? Do they think it's a problem in Civil War that Spider-Man shows up or Ant-Man? Because they're technically cameos.
Well, I mean, we've seen some people say it's a problem why Ant-Man's there or why Spider-Man's there.
Thank you for the $5, Bitten. I appreciate it a lot.
Because, like, I've seen it said about Scott, it's like, well, Scott has a daughter to look after, and he can't afford to go to prison again, so why does he help Captain America? I think the answer's pretty obvious. He literally says, oh yeah, something about psycho assassins, when they literally said they can destroy a whole nation. It's like, that's a pretty fair reason to get involved with Cap, especially with Cap, who's literally his hero.
Alright, do you want to drag in L?
L? Yeah, okay, let's do it.
Mr. L.
You're on the line.
You are on the line.
Hello.
What is your mother? Oh,
What's up?
Okay, what's up?
Okay. My point is that I don't agree with your take on what's it called, Deadpool against Wolverine. Mainly one point in the start about the comedy is because Deadpool says in where they're tied up in shit, right? He says a skibidi toilet sigma skibidi toilet omni there is black.
I love that guy.
Alright.
Star. My boy! Woo!
Star.
What's up, man?
You are a hyper.
Sigma Star.
My boy, Star.
I'm here. Okay, I'm here, guys. I'm here. Okay.
Let's go. What's your disagreement?
Okay. This is for both Colin and SK about like Arkham Asylum and Avengers Endgame.
Let's go.
Okay. First I'll start with Colin. Why don't you like Arkham Asylum, or at least?
When did I say that?
You said it in one of your TikTok
Yeah,
videos.
Colin. What the hell, bro?
I've never said that I don't like Arkham Asylum.
You did though. You said that. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay, are you sure? Okay, are
And
you sure?
if I ever did, I don't stand by that. I don't think I ever said that though.
You definitely did.
Okay, then. Okay, but then with that in mind, I like to. Then I'll just go to SK with the Avengers Endgame thing. Okay. So you like about the time travel in Endgame, like.
Yeah, man.
So you say it contradicts itself, but like how like Steve is like in the present eh, when he's an old man, but it can. But is it really truly stated that like? Is it really truly stated that like the that the people returning from the past have to be on that on that pad? So yeah.
Hulk says changing the past doesn't change the future. It makes a new timeline.
That's what I mean. I asked about that last time we were on a call on Legends Discord server, and you said that they have. I'm asking if you know for sure.
What I said about the bench and Captain America being there is that the implication is that he waited out all those years and stayed at that bench like on this day, so that they would notice him and walk up to him and get the shield. The problem with that is you can't imply he was sitting behind and he waited all those years and he returned to that panel because of that, because that's not how time travel works. And the Russos and the writers literally have conflicting explanations on that, which is like, that doesn't work. Like, I think the Russos were the ones that said, yeah, they've been in the MCU all along, just hidden. Old Steve has just been hidden in the background in the MCU, and that makes zero sense.
No, that was the screenwriter, Stephen Marcus.
So the screenwriter said that's even worse, to be honest, because they wrote it.
Well, I mean, maybe you don't have to take what the director or screenwriter say.
Well,
just listen to the movie itself.
I'm not just saying that it's a problem because of what they said. I'm saying the film implies this, and a huge issue is that the directors and writers don't even agree on the explanation. So I think that's just indicative that they weren't very careful with this.
Well, can it be inferred that he transported back to his own timeline?
Because if he did, he would show up at the panel.
Well, again, do you know for sure if that's the rule, he has to be at that panel?
That's what the film showed. That's what the film explains to you. I mean, that's literally the anchor for when you time travel and when you go back in time.
I mean, it's
the time machine is what allows you to get pulled back and forth.
Okay, yeah, I'll say, I'm not sure if this truly counts as headcanon, but is it possible that his watch got an adjustment before he returned?
Okay, who made that for him? Stark when he was 15?
Well,
yeah, bro.
Well, no, maybe he since he's an old man, that means he's probably in the present by now. So, well, in his timeline, I guess. So he might have gotten an upgrade from someone else, maybe Stark, or maybe even Hank Pym in his timeline. That's how he came back.
So you're saying that as an old man, he went to Hank Pym and said, please change this time-space GPS device because I want to use it to go back to the future at this very specific location, as if Hank is not going to be like, wait, why the fuck do you have access to the quantum realm? Wait, what? You have my why do you have my technology?
I think I see where he's going with this. I feel like a better defense or a better argument, I guess, would be maybe he went to Tony after because I think the implication is that he lived the life he couldn't with Peggy for a while until she I don't fucking know how long they lived with each other, but after that, I guess what he's trying to say is maybe Steve went to Tony and went back to his timeline without using the little hub area that Bruce, Bucky, and Falcon had.
What? Okay, so you're saying as an old man he went to Tony?
Yes.
Okay, so you're saying he as an old man walked up to Tony Stark and said, hey, it's actually me, your friend Steve Rogers from the future. I time travel.
Wait, no, wait.
No, wait. Why does he have to be an old man when he did it?
What do you mean? Because he only, I'll tell you why. He only has one Pym particle, so if he were to actually get more Pym particles to carry out the rest of it, whatever heist he's doing, then he'd have to go back to the future, 2023, to even facilitate that.
Nah, because the Pym particles existed beforehand.
Okay, you go to Hank Pym for that.
I guess he could have went to Hank and Tony.
So he went to Hank and Tony and just said, "Hey, can I have Pym particles?" And they.
Well, I
just,
mean, he couldn't. Why couldn't he explain the situation, bro?
Why? Because he has no proof. He could be lying. He could be full of
How
shit.
could he be lying? All right, so what if they got a DNA test?
So we're going.
Yeah.
He straight up. You're saying he straight up did a DNA test as an old man to try to prove.
What's the
that...
problem with that?
Well, no.
Wait,
hold
yeah,
on. I'm trying to make
Well,
sure.
no. I'm saying, why does he even have to be an old man? Why couldn't he have done it when he still looked younger?
When would he?
Because we don't know how long. We don't know how long he stayed with Peggy.
Wait, Colin, this is about the ending where you.
Hold on, Stark. I'm helping you.
Yeah.
Well,
to the
okay,
rescue.
when are you proposing? You in the 40s, 50s? Like when?
The proposal?
I mean, he still looked young around what, like, fucking. Oh wait, no, because he would have. I don't know when did he start aging? It doesn't answer that.
Well, he ages at like a regular rate, but
No, he doesn't.
yeah, he does.
He might not.
He looks
What are you
old.
talking about? He's 100 years old in Civil War.
Yeah, because he was frozen. That's why he didn't age.
No, what are you waffling about?
That's why
Bucky
he
wasn't
starts
frozen.
aging later.
The fuck are we talking about?
He was frozen. You do
Fuck,
not
I just-
understand. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus.
Okay, all right. So he aged at a normal rate. Okay. So let's say, how old is he in? He's 100. He was 20 in. He was 20
First Avenger.
in First Avenger, right?
And it's like 70 years.
So like, let's say he fucking went to let's say he
Nope.
lived with Peggy for 20 years, right?
Nope.
And then they got divorced. Maybe he wasn't
Nope.
fucking good enough, right?
Nope.
Maybe that happened, right?
Mm-mm.
And he took Tony's advice, like from Age of Ultron,
That's not in the movie.
settle down. What?
That's not in the movie.
Anyways, it wouldn't matter, right? Even if he went there when he was younger, if he went there when he was older, he goes there, he takes a DNA test, maybe they see his voice, they see he's got super strength and stuff. I don't see why it would be completely
As
impossible.
an old man when he's dying and can't do anything to protect the world.
Well, what's the problem with that, bro?
That's character assassination. If he was fine and healthy decades ago, but he waited till he was old and dying to come back to the world. Yeah, that is a big problem.
Well, he helped the world already.
So
He already knew what would happen.
Okay, so he helped the world.
Well, no. His
Or
other
is he
self.
behind
No,
now?
yeah, but he went to a different timeline, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, so he went to a different timeline, and so there would be two Steve Rogers, right?
Uh-huh.
So his other self, he already knows the events and how they'll play out.
His
Or maybe he did help the events when he was alive with Peggy. Maybe he did. Who's to say he didn't?
The fact that he
Is this a-
that's why the film is so weird about it. They imply that he just waited out all these years. That's why he's at the bench and doesn't show up at the time thing.
Well, no. I think he probably, what's it called? He probably, did his duties and stuff, like he saved the world again or whatever the fuck. And then when he was old and he couldn't fight anymore after helping whatever timeline he went to, then he went back to where he was, and instead of coming back on the little hub thing, the little whatever the fuck you want to call that thing, he walked over to the bench right next to it because he knew they'd be there.
So
And then he killed himself.
hold up. So he he would have showed up on the panel, they would have seen him walking there. So I don't know what you're talking about there.
How would they have seen him walking there?
Because he shows up exactly at the panel that they're all at.
Yeah.
So if he shows up there, they would see him.
He could have just been okay. But listen. What if this is Captain America we're talking about, right? Old or not, my man's got stealth capabilities, right? So.
They were watching.
Huh?
They were watching. You can't just sneak away like they were watching, expecting him to show up there.
No, I'm saying he didn't show up on the little platform thing.
Why?
Why? Because of the Stark thing. He could have came back a different way.
What do you mean the Stark thing?
He could have went to Hank Pym and Stark and came back a different way.
Went back to Hank Pym and Stark.
I'm not agree with that.
Yeah, he didn't. When he spawned back in his original timeline, he didn't come back the way he was intended. He could have gotten a different path from Hank Pym and Stark. That's what the whole original argument came from.
Why does he have to go back in that specific panel if it's a different like way of being transported?
I'm so confused. What would be the? I don't understand this whole point. So you're saying that he went to Hank Pym and Stark, who have reasons not to even trust him on this, who have reasons to be very skeptical on this, who have reasons to.
Well, I mean, they would. No. Wait. Let's really think about it for a second, right? Let's say they got the DNA test, right?
Like, why not,
okay,
why,
match
why
it.
not
Wait. I'm not. No. Hold on. let's say, right? He goes to Stark and Hank Pym. He gets the DNA test. It matches up. He shows Tony Stark the thingy, the little time device slider thingy, right? Then he shows Hank Pym that he's got Pym particles and stuff. I think that's very much. I believe very much that they could.
No,
he
you
would
don't.
be able to. I think he could convince them.
Nope.
Okay. So firstly, you're saying go to Hank and Stark, right?
Yeah.
What's Hank's whole thing about Stark? He doesn't trust him. So like.
He doesn't trust him.
What?
But I agree. He doesn't trust them. But they don't have to work together.
Okay, so then what are you proposing he do?
Yeah.
If this guy comes up to him and says, "Hey, I need you to do this," that requires Hank Pym's cooperation.
Wait. So wait. Why would he? Wait, actually, I just thought of this. Why would he need Hank Pym? Because he already has the Pym particles to go back in time and come back. Well, no. I mean, because you said that he would. Yeah, my bad. He said because you said that he would. Because you said that he would need Hank Pym for more Pym particles, right?
Well, he would need someone to.
No. I don't think he would because they need to bring him back either way. So he probably has just enough Pym particles to come back.
Out of his encounter with Stark and Pym. Like, what is he even
No. Stop. He doesn't need to go to Hank Pym. Hank Pym's out of the question now because you would still need enough Pym particles to come back anyway. So he would already have them. So he goes to Stark. What? What? He literally reversed. What are you talking about? How do you think he did in Endgame? How do you think he did it in Endgame? No, the fuck it's not. He's Tony Stark. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god.
That's dumb as shit. That's dumb as shit.
I'm not done.
That's stupid.
Listen. He creates a time-space GPS which allows you to navigate the quantum realm. He has no information on the quantum realm. You can't navigate somewhere that you've never been to or don't even know exists.
Yes, you can.
He has no records of that.
Brother.
So yes,
brother.
the whole time travel plot of this movie makes no sense because it is
Brother.
badly written.
Brother. I know you hate this movie. However, what you just said is completely fucking stupid. First of all, Ant-Man isn't even the one that created the time device, right? He just basically told Tony the same thing that Cap could have fucking told him, right?
Able to make it.
Huh?
He should be able to make it.
What the fuck are you talking about? First of all, Endgame already establishes. First of all. No. Shut the fuck up. No. You too, buddy.
When you've never been there, you have zero info on it.
Bro, hold on. In Endgame, it literally establishes that Tony does know a little bit about quantum physics.
Not
So
the
you're
quantum
wrong.
Realm. That's
You're wrong.
Quantum physics doesn't mean quantum realm.
You
I don't know
caused
why
that.
Where did you get that from?
What do you mean? Do you not remember the scene where Ant-Man's
Hank
talking
Pym
to him
also-
about it, and he's like,
Hank Pym also knows about quantum physics. Doesn't mean he knows shit about the quantum realm. He didn't even know.
"The fuck are
He
you
didn't know how to go
talking
in
about?"
there. He didn't even know what it was
Okay,
like.
guys, break. Okay, guys,
First of
break it
all,
off.
we're talking about Tony. Yeah. You think it's completely impossible for Tony
Yes,
Stark
it
to
was
be able to
impossible
figure
for
out the.
Hank Pym. Yes.
You think it's completely
He doesn't
impossible.
even have Pym particles. He doesn't know the formula. He has nothing. He's
So
got
you
nothing.
think it's completely? He does have the Pym particles,
No,
but you think
when?
it's?
Where?
Yes, he does. How'd they get them in Endgame, bro? Because he had
In the
some, right?
That's Hank Pym's. That's Hank Pym.
No, bro. Originally, to get them all to Hank Pym in the first place,
What?
he had Pym particles to bring them back in time. Either way.
What are you talking about? That
Oh
was-
my God, SK, SK. How did they go back in time the first
All
time?
of his research. He doesn't trust the Stark with this. What are you
Hank-
talking about?
SK. How did the Avengers go back in time the first time they did it?
What do you mean the first time? When Hawkeye does?
Oh my God. When they go back in time, remember when Captain America's giving his big speech and they all go back in time, right?
Yeah.
You remember that? You know what I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're saying. So Scott Lang, you're saying would have provided the Pym particles. That's not what
Yes.
happens in the scene. I don't think you understand that. That's not what
Okay.
happens when Scott goes to Tony. What happens is that Scott says, please, we need to save them all. We need to save all these people that are lost. It's like, nope, mission's too dangerous. I don't want to risk it at all. He says no, and then he thinks on his own accord, all right, let me try this. Let me see if this time travel thing can work. He decides before he even meets up with Scott again that it does.
Oh, we
work.
were arguing a
So-
completely
no,
different thing.
Stop. Your argument.
No,
is
I get what you're
flawed.
saying,
Your
but I'm
argument
saying
is inherently
you're
flawed.
countering a point I didn't make.
No. Stop, Pimpin. You don't understand.
Guys.
You cannot say, well, Scott has Pym particles, and that's how they did it the first time. That doesn't work. He didn't have any when.
Oh
he
my
found
God,
out
SK. The first time they went back in time, they did have Pym particles. All Tony
They didn't
made
go back
was
in
a
time
Prove
yet.
it.
dude. SK, do not cut me off. Let me speak. The first time they went back in time, when Cap's giving the big speech before they do the time heist thing, before they start, they needed the Pym particles to go back in time to begin with. They had that, right?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Right. So, all Tony Stark made was a GPS to work with the quantum realm, right?
And you know.
And
what
it
happened
shows
to get there?
that he was already studying this, correct?
No.
How? With what?
What do you mean with what?
He didn't have any info on it. Not even Hank.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
Because Hank Pym protects his research from people.
Okay, do you think Hank Pym's the only person that's ever studied the quantum realm?
Dude.
Where's that explained?
He literally is behind the Pym particles. That's how you get there.
What the fuck
That
are
is
you
the only
talking about? The
established
quantum
means to
realm
get
exists
there.
whether the quantum realm exists whether you have the Pym particles or not. It still exists.
But in order to navigate it, you would need to
Guys,
get
this is
there
supposed
to
to be.
begin with.
Shut the fuck up, Stark. The adults are talking.
You don't understand.
Anyways,
To navigate
anyways,
it, you
anyways,
have to be
anyways.
there somehow. How do you
So
think
so what
navigation
we're
works
so
in
what we're doing is
general?
asking
That's their whole
existential
point.
questions,
That's the
right?
whole
So
point.
so that's what
That's
you're
not
doing right now.
existential
We're
question.
asking
Why does
existential questions,
gravity
right?
exist?
And I'll
Why
tell
does
you
gravity
why.
exist?
Why does this science work the way it does? That's what you're asking right now, SK.
That's not the
Oh
same.
yeah,
I'll
it
tell you
is.
why.
Oh
Let me
oh
tell you
Jesus.
why.
Oh
You
Jesus.
cannot navigate
Ooh.
something that you have
Ooh,
no
Jesus.
information on. I don't think you understand that. In order to
I don't think-
navigate
I don't think
something,
you're- I
you
don't
would
think you're
need
comprehending.
information. You would need data, which he doesn't
Right, so
have
why-
in the
What
quantum
are you
realm
talking
or
about?
So how did
Hank?
Hank Pym start researching it?
What do you mean? How did he start researching? That's irrelevant.
How-
To the point. It is
how-
exclusive.
What do you mean it's irrelevant? What do you? It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant.
I don't think you understand, Colin.
I don't think you understand what you're talking about.
Not even Hank
God.
Pym was able to figure this out when that's his exclusive research to him.
Okay,
It's all
Tony
his.
Stark figured. What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Dude, what?
Can he not be one-upped?
Wait, so you're saying that Tony has the secrets behind the Pym particles, but he couldn't make
No, that's
extra
not what I
ones
just
for
said.
the mission?
That's
Make
not
the
what I
words-
said.
Wow,
That's
he's a
not what I
bigger
said.
idiot than I
That's
took
not
him
what
for.
I said. That's not what I said, Pimpin. You're asking how did I asked you how does
You just
Hank have
established that he
information
has-
on the
If he has data on it, he should know how to recreate it.
SK, you're not listening at all. I asked you, how does Hank Pym have any information on the quantum realm to begin with? He never went there, and he has information on it because he's been studying it beforehand.
Janet-
So why can't Tony do the same thing?
Because he doesn't have access to the same data and resources that Hank. That's why.
Oh my-
How
Why is
did
he
Hank
the-
Pym
why
get that
is- wait,
research to
why
begin
is he
with?
the only Ant-Man? Why is he the only Ant-Man? Why does only
What
he
do you-
have the technology? Why is it exclusive to him? Why do you think that
Because
is?
he was one of the smartest people in the world?
Not just that.
Unlike
it's
you.
Because it is his stuff.
Uh-huh.
He's the one that.
That doesn't mean it's
He's the
impossible to
same-
be recreated by someone smart.
Okay. But what?
Ironheart recreated Tony's shit.
Yes,
Should that be
that's
impossible?
the
No,
point.
no,
Stop.
no,
That's a
no.
great
Should that
point.
be
Obadiah
impossible?
did it with information on his suit. Yes, that is a great point. That's a great point.
Huh?
He had the suit.
Wait, whoa, who?
Obadiah Stane had the suit. That's how he recreated it.
I'm talking about, I said Ironheart.
What do you mean Ironheart?
Ironheart, the bitch from Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda Forever sucks. I don't care about that.
I agree, but that's not a problem with Wakanda Forever.
All right. Let's focus on Wakanda Forever real quick. So you're saying what Tony did is comparable to Ironheart recreating the Iron Man suit?
I'm saying, in concept, yes. Because what you're arguing is that Hank Pym created something or got information on something that nobody else could, right?
Okay.
I'm arguing that if someone just as smart as Hank Pym,
I see what you're saying.
Tony Stark,
I see what you're saying. The problem with what you're saying is that the only way to get like remotely any concrete intel on the quantum realm is to be able to actually physically go there in some way.
but
They
Hank
had
Pym
an
never
Ant-Man
did
and the
that.
Wasp. They had an Ant-Man and the
Yeah,
Wasp.
but-
They didn't have. Tony didn't have an Endgame. Otherwise, he'd be able to recreate the Pym particles. And if he can do that, then man, that just destroys this movie even more.
You know what I just forgot about, SK?
What did you forget about?
Tony Stark, quite literally, does have access to it because they have access to the van. So he would have been able to study that exact same fucking thing.
Hold up. You're saying that
He would have access to it.
Stop. So
He forgot about that.
I'm not done.
I don't think you want to see that, man, Pippin. I don't think you want to see that, man,
Pippin.
Pippin.
So when the Avengers arrive in Endgame to talk to Tony about this to begin with, they don't give him the van. In fact, they don't
Yeah,
give
but they
him
have the
anything
van.
to begin with. You're appealing
Uh-huh.
to the
Yeah,
idea that
the
they
van.
would have given him resources to discover it
Mm-hmm.
when
Fair enough. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Fair enough. However, so now I'm gonna go back to the previous point because that was just something I thought we could end up really easily with. Forgot about that part. Previous point. You need to prove that it's impossible for Tony Stark to be able to study
How
it
do you
in the
navigate
same
something
way.
you have no info on?
How did Hank Pym do it?
How did Hank? Because he has first-hand experience with the Pym party.
No, he doesn't. He's never been
Also,
to the
no,
fucking
he didn't.
quantum
He
realm.
never knew how to navigate the quantum realm until he actually went in there. That's right.
Talking about. All right.
Dude,
First of
he
all,
only
the
was able
GPS.
to
Hold on,
do
Pippin.
it
Hold on,
in
Pippin.
some-
Hold on,
something.
Pippin.
Once they discovered
Let's
a way to
let's
get
let's
out
let's
of the
reset
quantum
here.
realm,
Let's
they
reset
know
here.
how to
Let's
get in
reset for
there.
a second.
They don't know
Let's
how to get out
reset
of
for
there.
a second.
They know you
Let's
just have to
reset.
break the
Let's
molecules,
reset
and
for a
once you
second,
do
right?
that, you
Let's
get into the
reset
quantum
for a
realm.
second,
You
right?
have ways
Let's
out, so
reset
they
for a
actually have
second,
means
right?
of studying
Let's
it. They
reset
have
for a
means of
second,
study-
right?
Notice how he
Let's
had no means of
reset
studying
for a
it
second, right?
whatsoever for
Let's
decades,
You
right? All
shut
his
up.
expertise on the matter. Ant-Man and the Wasp, once he actually had something of substance, once he got into the quantum realm, that was when he started getting substantial information on it.
Okay,
That's when he could
SK,
actually do
let's
something.
reset here for a
Tony
second.
does
Let's
not have
reset
the
here
pim
for a second.
particles to do that
Let's
whatsoever,
reset. Let's
nor the
let's
experience
reset
or
here
data
for a second.
to
Let's
know
let's
that there is
reset
a
here
way
for a
in
second.
and outside
Let's
from the
reset here for a
quantum
second.
realm. You understand that, pimpin'?
Are you done? Are you done? Are you done?
Oh, I've been done.
Okay, so back to what I wanted to say. There's two things we have to mention here. First of all, we don't know if Tony's time-space GPS would work without, right, being able to access whatever Ant-Man has, right? So presumably, the way he went about building that, he didn't start building the actual time jumper. He just built the GPS. So in order to build the GPS, right, you can have a general. I don't think it's impossible for Tony to have a general idea for how a GPS using this kind of thing may work, right? So when he actually got his hands on with the equipment that Hank Pym had that Scott gave to him, why would that be impossible?
Sorry, he didn't have the equipment when he made the GPS, and in order to make a GPS, which is meant to
right,
you need information on it. You can't have a GPS on the world if you don't have any information about it.
Right. So what I'm saying is, right, you can still make the basic functions of the GPS. You just can't add information to that GPS until you have information to add to it. We don't know if he added that information before or after he got it. Huh?
It's a time-space GPS.
Okay.
He has no means of navigating through time because he has no means of entering the quantum realm.
You're not understanding what I'm saying. Like, take a GPS in real life. How does a GPS work? You program it. Hold on.
It takes an
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, you're not understanding. You're not understanding what I'm saying. When you make a GPS, you give it the ability to track things, right? You program those basic functions in. Now, after those basic, what?
What do you track?
You track the locations you're going to, but before you can do that, you need to have that basic programming in there, correct?
What does it track though? I'm asking. Like, does it track?
I'm getting there. Now, you program it to pick up on the information that you feed it. So, in order for the GPS to work, you need to do that first. Then, for the GPS to actually work, you need to put the information in the GPS so that it works with the basic functions. So what I'm saying is, that's what Tony did.
What? So you're saying that?
No, it's not.
Oh my God, bro! I feel like that was so simple.
Hold up. So you're saying that it would take in information from the quantum realm, and it would just position you through time and space like that.
What?
You're saying that when you go into the quantum realm, that automatically it gathers all the information about it and tells you where to go and shit like that.
Sure.
Okay. So in order for him to create that in the first place, to even know what to be tracking, to even identify this stuff, you would need to get into the quantum realm and collect that information, which is what Hank Pym has to do in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Okay. And
so no,
how do you know that Tony? Hold on. First of all, another thing I didn't even think about. How do you know that Tony didn't just hack into Hank Pym's fucking like files after he died?
How do you know that?
What files?
I don't.
Oh, you mean the stuff
Exactly.
about the Pym particles, which means he'd be able to recreate the Pym particles if he did that?
Well, it wouldn't necessarily mean that he would be able to recreate it, right? Because
Really?
like when you really get into the nitty gritties of it, yeah, I don't know. I got
So
nothing
he
for
can
that.
hack his information that helps him facilitate this, but not like one of the most important things, like making sure they have more Pym particles. You understand how those two just don't correlate, right?
Yeah. But my point. All right, so yeah, I'll back off that one. So, but I'll go back to what I said initially, right? With the whole GPS programming thing, right? When you program anything really, it's supposed to pick up on information, right? Now, I don't think it's completely impossible for. I think Tony just what's it called? He could have the time space GPS. He could have programmed it to pick up on information, right? We don't know if the time space GPS was actually fully complete yet, right? Because what he needs to do is then use the stuff that's hold on. Because what he then needs to do is use the stuff with Scott to actually, complete the stuff. So if he programs it to pick up on any kind of information, whether it be, I don't know, oxygen levels or fucking shit on the periodic table. I don't know what the fuck he programmed it with, because this is fucking sci-fi science bullshit, right? You don't know it, I don't know it. However, what I'm saying is...
What you're saying is stupid.
What I'm saying is, he could have programmed it to pick up on any kind of information once plugging it into the quantum computer.
Okay, so let's go back to you saying that it wasn't complete. That's not how Tony Stark frames it. He says, I figured out time travel. That's a completion.
Well, yeah, that all that implies is that, yeah. Well, no, yeah, but can he use that time space? Okay, stop.
Guys,
stop.
I'm supposed to
Stark,
be the one
we got this.
disagreeing, not
Stark,
you.
this is, yeah, the adults are talking.
This is supposed to be his disagreement, bro.
That's too bad. That's too bad.
Okay, now, what I'm saying is, Pimpin', it clearly wasn't fully complete, because without the stuff from Hank Pym that Scott gave to Tony, he wouldn't have been able to do the thing to begin with.
Sir,
so clearly...
he figured it out. He says, I figured out time travel. He ran a whole simulation to see if it would work. He was like, shit!
How do you know? Okay, what does that simulation do? Okay, so what does that simulation do?
That simulation runs through the exact process of the time travel, and he realizes it does work and it is possible. Yet
no, the movie never. No, the movie doesn't say that specifically. No, the movie doesn't say that specifically. The movie doesn't say that specifically.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Okay, that's it. I'm pulling up.
So
I think
you want to pull
very well. Okay,
right. Well, I'm saying the simulation that he ran could have been saying what I was saying.
Why don't we pull up the whole
could have been either
watch party for it?
Yeah, let's.
Why don't we do that
at some point?
Yeah, bro.
That'd be like 7 hours of my life gone.
Let's look up the word shit, because that's where I. There we go. Shit.
Shut up, dude.
All right, so let me read off the dialogue. Let me read it off, since I think you're struggling here.
No.
I would argue I have a little more experience debating this movie than you do. So Tony Stark washes the dishes. He says, look at a mod inspiration. Let me see what check out. Recommend.
Wait, so let me ask you something.
Hold up, whatever.
Let me ask you something. Hold on, let me ask you something, Eska.
Hold up, I'm reading the dialogue. You don't want to read the
dialogue?
dialogue?
Yeah, I get that, but I want to ask you something. I want to ask you something.
Dialogue? Are you scared of the dialogue?
No, go ahead, read it.
Okay,
go ahead,
so
read it.
There's no reason to ask anything right now. So recommend one last sim before. See, right there. Recommend one last sim before we pack it in for the night. This time in the shape of a Mobius strip.
Like The Sims?
Please. Processing. Give me that eigenvalue, that particle factoring, and spectral decomp. This will take a second, just a moment. And don't worry if it doesn't pan out. I'm kind of just model rendered, and
this isn't in the movie.
He has a model of the whole thing figured out, yet he has nothing on the quantum realm whatsoever.
He has a model on the GPS. He has a model on the fucking GPS he made, you tard.
You cannot make a No, it's not just a GPS. It is a simulation of the time travel to figure out it's
No, it's not. That's not even what it is. The simulation
that is what he said. I figured it out. Time travel. That is what he says verbatim.
Oh my god, but he can't time travel without the fucking shit, so he clearly didn't. You can't just use the GPS on its own.
He figured out how to navigate it beforehand.
Oh my god, but that yeah. SK, stop. You didn't disprove a damn thing I said. All that would go back to is literally what I said, is he could have just programmed it to pick up on the information that it could receive, right?
Prove it.
You gotta prove that.
Oh my, you have to prove the other thing because your thing isn't proof. That's not proof.
Just use the wiki. Just use the wiki.
The fucking wiki. There ain't no fucking wiki.
That's not a wiki. That's dialogue. I read off the dialogue in the movie.
I'm not using a wiki. Shut the fuck up, dumbass. That's not even what was said.
Oh my god. Oh.
Stark, why don't you use the wiki, bro?
Anyways, you didn't disprove what I said. All you said that they ran a simulation, but you can't prove what that simulation was.
Is?
What do you? It could be exactly what I'm saying.
Question.
You have to prove what they're simulating. What are they simulating?
You have to prove that too, man.
Simulation.
A simulation is a simulation.
How do you even define a simulation? It's a simulation.
I want you to tell me what
like,
is
all right,
a
let's get the dictionary definition of a simulation.
Yes, I want
imitation of
it's
a
basically,
situation
yeah,
or process.
It's like playing out a situation. So what is it simulating, SK?
Time travel.
Simulations.
That's what he says in the movie.
It's simulating time travel.
I figured it out. Time travel. That is what he said.
Right.
I figured it out. Time travel.
So how is he simulating?
It out, man.
How is he simulating time travel if he can't even fucking time travel with that device on its own?
That is why it's stupid. That he can
Oh
simulate.
my god, no, it's holy shit.
Without data.
Okay.
Without
You know what? I give up. You are incapable. You are incapable.
He has incomplete information. He has missing information, yet he found the
You have
answer.
an incomplete
That
brain.
I think you do have an incomplete brain.
Okay.
I think your brain's missing information.
That's what the dialogue tells you, Collins.
That's not what it says. I asked you. Hold on. Stop talking. Please 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 stop talking.
I will not
Please stop
stop talking.
talking.
I'll never stop.
Please stop talking.
I can't
Please
let
stop
Collins
talking.
win.
Please stop talking.
It's not winning anyways, dog. What are you talking about?
Okay. You said that it's
No.
simulating time travel.
No.
Yes.
When in fact, I said it doesn't have to be that. That's because it doesn't verbatim say that it has to be literally time travel. What the function of the device is a GPU.
Figured out what? Time travel.
Yeah, I'm not
He
done.
says
I'm
it.
not done.
He said,
I'm not done.
You're
I'm not
arguing
done.
against
I'm
what
not
he
done.
said.
Oh
You're
my
arguing
god. I
against
can't
the
finish
thing
my
he said.
sentence.
He's simulating
You
a
can't argue against what he
simulation.
Let me
said.
finish
You
my
can't prove a
sentence,
negative.
brother.
You can't prove a negative.
You know what?
You're a
John
pedophile.
2008
Prove
was
me wrong.
right. John 2008 was
You're a pedophile.
right.
Prove me wrong.
John 2008 was right. John 2008 was right. Anyways, your argument was saying that it was simulating time travel, right? Oh my god. I give up. Nah, I quit. I quit. You win.
You suck.
I gotta get dinner in a few.
Yo, Stark. You
Alright,
got
you know
anything
what?
else to add, bro?
Let's bring in I don't know who was here first. I think it was Tricky. I think Tricky was here first.
Yo, I actually do gotta
Wait,
go.
guys,
Well, maybe I'll do some car yelling when I read this. Maybe I'll do that.
I'd rather not.
Who wants it? And you know what? People in chat. Who wants it?
Yo, let's go.
Guys,
Car yelling. Yo, Stark, you want some car yelling, man?
No, alright, yeah, goodbye, Star.
No, he wants car yelling. Wait.
Guys, come on. Wait, guys, come on. This isn't